Hey guys, happy Thursday. Hope you're all doing well today. Thank you so much for hopping at the beginning of the stream today. And hello to Mio and Frenny. Both great to see you. And yes, like I said, Christmas was good. I'm glad that your Christmas was good. And yeah, I think there's always a lot of food. Always a lot of food. And I think well, actually, is there any stuffing left? I'm not sure, Fran, is the answer, because I'm pretty sure we had both the cranberry stuffings that Mum bought. She literally cooked them both up. And I don't know if there's any more. You'll have to take it up with her. But they've gone out with Emma because it's her birthday. So they're spending the day over with her currently. If she has none. Oh, Freddie, don't say that about Mum. But yeah, she cooked up literally. She bought one from M&S and she bought one from Sainsbury's. I have to say that the M&S one was way better. Like, there was basically next to no cranberry flavour in the Sainsbury's one. But yeah, the M&S one was like so much better. But yeah, don't call her a bitch. Like, she might have some extra one that I'm not aware of. But as far as I know, I don't think there is any. But ask her, just like send her a message and ask her. But anyway, cranberries, but you don't even see. The thing is, I don't even know if you taste necessarily the cranberries. It's just got a nice sweet flavour to it, and it's pork. It's pork and cranberry, so it's mainly probably tasting meat. If she shares one. You like cranberry cheese? Hi, Jan! Sorry, we're literally having a conversation about whether there's stuffing because Fran called Mum a bitch if there's no stuffing. So, yeah. I love the cheese that has cranberries inside it. I swear we have some of that in the fridge. I swear I've seen some kind of cheese concoction in the fridge, and I don't know if it's a cranberry cheese thing. Yeah, I hope you're doing well today, Jan. It's nice to see you. I tried amaretto cheese, and it was too amaretto-y. I see. The real bitch was Sainsbury's near us. They didn't stock any. Well, to be honest, Mio, I honestly, like I said, the Sainsbury's one was not great. It was not, because it was like pork, apple, and cranberry. It wasn't good. If you literally had like what we did, the M&S and that one, you would have preferred the M&S one. Trust me. The Sainsbury's one was disappointing. It was. Well, how was the Asda? Because you said you got one from Asda, right? Was it okay? Was the Asda one okay? I'm good messing around in New World, so we'll be slow. Oh, right, okay. Well, I hope you're enjoying New World. It was okay, not awful. Well, that's... Yeah, I would advise if you can get the pork and cranberry one from M&S, even though it might be a bit more, go for that one, because trust me, the Sainsbury's one was not it. Because again, the Sainsbury's one for me was okay, especially compared to the other one. It was just okay. So you probably didn't actually miss out, to be honest. But yeah, I think the idea, Fran, is that we're treating you guys to a takeaway anyway. It's like early birthday takeaway when you come down. So I think that's the plan anyway. So next to the bum store, as my dad calls it, B&M. Oh god, yeah. My ex-colleague used to go on about B&M so much. I was so good at B&M. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. You're having fun? That's awesome, yeah. That's awesome. But right, yes. As my going live tweet and my Discord notification said, we finished God of War Ragnarok on Tuesday, and then we did like about an hour and a half of Persona 5 on Tuesday. So we're back on Persona now. I just need to think about what I'm going to play next. Because I bought Persona 5 Strikers in the Steam sale, but I got it on Steam, obviously, not on console. And my fans are going out, I believe. I think the bearings on my fans are actually starting to go, because I also got The Witcher 3 in the Steam sale, like the complete edition, and I modded it a bit as well, so I did some mods in there. But yeah, my fans were just making the most awful noise. So I don't really want to push my fans too much. I'm kind of scared. I'm going to have to probably buy replacement fans shortly, because I'm pretty sure the bearings have gone. So, yeah. Anyway, Mio redeemed a dad joke in the start of the stream, so I have to go and locate one for you. So, I'm gonna avoid Christmas because Christmas is gone and over. So let's go back to non-Christmassy related puns and stuff, shall we? I actually used that one for a Christmassy one. Okay, sure. I'll just use this one. Been there, done that. Yeah, no. Christmas is gone. Right, okay. dad joke / pun for the redeem. What do you call a bee that can't make up its mind? What'd you call a bee that can't make up its mind? Maybe. Stupid bee. I mean, yes, I mean, like I said, maybe. It can't make up its mind, so it's a maybe. Maybe yes, maybe no. But yes, thank you for the redeem. Thank you for the redeem, Mio. We saw a bee out of the blue yesterday. I mean, the weather's going weird because it's like, it's super cold in the house, but it's back in double digits again after last month was like bloody freezing. So yeah. Emotional damage. Hi Frost, hope you're doing well today. Nice to see you. Right, I'm also gonna throw out what you need is a game that isn't that taxing on the PC but good. I mean, but then I don't know whether it's just because The Witcher, I guess is kind of demanding, but I would need to test it with a game that isn't demanding. I'll have to look through my library and see if there's something that isn't too bad. Hey, don't stop bullying stream elements, Frost. How dare you? How very dare you? I mean, like I said, it's currently for me, Jan, it's £7. It's £7 for the complete edition in the sale at the minute. So I was just kind of like, considering like they came out with the 4.0 next gen update, they've actually incorporated some mods in, which I didn't realize because I was actually trying to download a specific mod. It was actually the most downloaded mod of all time for The Witcher 3 on Nexus Mods. And it turns out that CDPR actually incorporated that mod into the 4.0 update, so I don't need to actually download it. I was like, oh, okay. They got like better textures for the monsters and just kind of better textures and stuff overall outside like the world and stuff. You got a Steam notification? I would need to log into Steam, Fran, and I don't know whether Steam's going to open up on my other window. Oh, I got an email though. Oh my god. What? Dear Lumins, Merry late Christmas from me and Franny from Mio! Oh my god! Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I'll redeem that after stream. Ah! Well, it's funny you should gift me that particular game. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. And thank you for the follow, Ella Ezra. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yes. Oh my god. I was complaining so much because Frost was like playing it. I saw Frost playing it. And I was like, I really want to play it because I played the original and I love the original. Even though it was a little bit, there are parts of it that are a bit like, but from what I've seen, the remaster is fantastic. What you play? Well, I just got a very nice late Christmas present from Mio and Fran. I got Crisis Core Reunion. Get in! I have it now! Hooray! So, because what I was thinking of doing, because obviously I said I wanted to do Pokemon. However, a thought kind of occurred to me. I actually kind of want to pause the music now. I know we've been listening to music over and over, but I'm just going to pause music for the minute because I'm going to be swapping scenes. Pokemon sucks. Well, I mean, but I enjoyed playing through Violet, but yeah, I was thinking about it. Yes, Zack is awesome. I will give you that. Zack is indeed awesome. Now, the reason why I was thinking about Crisis Core was because for Final Fantasy VII Remake, I think Rebirth is coming out, isn't it? Part 2 is coming out, I think, later in 23. So, and when I first played Remake, I actually played it on Mixer on my PS4, and I didn't back up any of my saves to the cloud. So I have 0 game data for Remake. So December 23rd to Feb 24. Okay. So what I need to do because I upgraded to the PS5 version. I also don't have the Yuffie DLC, which I'm going to have to try to get at some point. So what I was thinking of doing at some point, we're going to do a fresh run of 7 Remake so I can get some save data. Then we're going to do the Yuffie DLC. I don't actually have PS Plus or anything like that, Frost. I don't have any other kind of subscriptions going on at the moment. So I need to get the DLC so I can play the main game, DLC. Then I know obviously that I've got it on Steam now, but then I can then go from playing 7 Remake into Crisis Core, because what I found, something very interesting was said about Crisis Core, which has made me think too. There's obviously a reason. Go Crisis Core first. Yeah, but I feel like there's a reason why from the end of 7 Remake, they've then decided to come out with the Crisis Core remaster before Rebirth. And I feel like there's a reason for that. There's a reason why they want you to know Zack's story now before Rebirth. It was to remind people who Zack was before. Oh, okay. So then they can see exactly what kind of happened in OG, I guess. They can see what was supposed to happen. It's 1-1 the same game and chronologically first. Oh, okay. I see. Oh, okay. So then I guess it would make sense to play Crisis Core first, and then go into maybe doing 7 Remake. Oh yeah, I mean, I never played OG 7, so I only played Crisis Core, and then I only played Remake. So, but yeah, so okay, yeah, I could do that. I mean, is that not very taxing then? I would imagine. I thought it might have been. So is Crisis Core really not all that taxing then on PC? I mean, it's gonna cause my fans to whir, I guarantee it, but yeah. The final cutscene is the first cutscene of 7 with Cloud on the train. Oh, okay. Fair enough then. Okay. Well, yeah, we could do Crisis Core first then, and then go into, like I said, a fresh kind of playthrough of Remake, and then I'll do the Yuffie DLC, and then that will kind of be, it's not that demanding. Okay. That might be good then. Steam Deck runs it at 120. Yeah. I played OG Crisis Core. Yes. But obviously that was when it first came out for us, which was like 2009. So it's been a bit. It's been a bit since I played OG Crisis Core on the PSP. So yeah. Yeah, thank you again so much, Mio and Franny. That was really kind of you. Thank you. But yeah, I will redeem that after stream. Definitely, and I'll get that all installed and ready. You should. I don't think I kind of partially remember the Rebirth trailer. I think I saw Maximilian dude reacting to it. I think. Maybe. I will have to at some point. Anyway, guys, I have been rambling, but I said thank you guys again, honestly, for the game. That was so kind of you, and I can't wait to dive in because like I said, I've seen parts of it. I'm just like, I want to play this. It's so good, and I miss Zack. But right, we're gonna swap scenes, and we're gonna start doing some Persona for today. So there's the scene swap. 10 out of 10. I've seen that they've also kind of made some quality of life changes, right? Yes, thank you so very much. And also, let me do some shout outs and stuff while I remember. So Yan is still in here, hopefully. So we have a shout out for Yan, who is over on the YouTube. And then we also have the lovely Mioni, who is awesome. Playing some Star Citizen. So is it getting good? Is Star Citizen getting good? Are they any closer to be? Because are they're technically in? Are they still in like a alpha stage, beta stage? I don't really keep up with Star Citizen, but are you enjoying it? Are you? I know you kind of like spacey stuff, like combat-y stuff. I probably couldn't get into something like that, but I hope you are very much enjoying Star Citizen. And you're welcome, yeah. And you know you're awesome. You know you're awesome. Right. One massive improvement is the DMW no longer stops the game. Oh, okay. I don't have enough life to dive into that. Star Citizen is alright. Gonna take a long time to get where it needs to be. That's fair enough. But if you're enjoying it, that is really all that matters. You can choose when to do limit breaks. Really? Like I said, it's been so long, I can't remember. So if something's new, I probably won't recognize it as being new because it's honestly been that long since I played the original. But it'll be a nice breath of fresh air to actually go back and refresh. So I'll be like, was this an OG? Is this new?
Hey.
I don't need to give you. I can let the plant die now. Because I have max kindness. I don't give a shit about the plant now. Right, so it's the evening. We've done exams. We did exams literally on Tuesday. So they're finished now. Yeah. Exams are all done. Yeah. Yeah. So we want to do one more jazz club on the 16th with... Oh, sorry, the 23rd with Futaba, right? We said we needed to do one more week of jazz club with Futaba, so that's fine. We can do that on Sunday. Books, yes, we need to do the books because we fixed the laptop. That was done. Yeah. We need to read.
Hey.
I have Star Citizen. I had some bad luck with it. I want to play it so bad, but the bad luck, aka bugs, make me stay away for a bit. That's fair enough, Jan. But yeah, like, part of me, well, like I said, we're going back to The Witcher 3. Part of me was like, I think the only reason I wanted to get it on PC, or like on Steam, was so I could mod it. Like, obviously the 4.0 update is there for console, so I started actually playing it on my Xbox. And then I was like, well, I would really like to maybe mod and add some stuff to this. And then I was like, okay, well, I'll have a look. And of course it was in the Steam sale, so I was just kind of like, £7? Okay. I even was looking at The Witcher 2, because The Witcher 2 Enhanced Edition was like £4 something. So I didn't play 2 all the way through, but I remember enjoying what I did play of 2. But literally, I think The Witcher 3 is like the only one I've played like from start to finish, and I love it. And I literally could just sit there and do another playthrough. And it looks so pretty, and it runs. I can have it 144 FPS. I mean, I could do unlimited, but I didn't want to really make my fans hate me, because I put it to unlimited and then I cut the game off, and then when I loaded it up, it went to like over 2,000, nearly 3,000 FPS in like the startup menu. I was like, okay, I'm gonna limit it to 144 now. So the laptop's worthless for now. Oh, okay. Right. I guess any book. Any of the 3-star books, because we need to, obviously, 3-star. Any of these books. Charm and Proficiency. Well, we don't need either of these, but yeah, we need to do at least these, so.
Make sure you close up.
Reading. The fundamentals of Karakuri lie in mechanisms that are based in clockwork.
Wow.
They call it Karakuri, but aren't they just dolls? I don't know.
Whoa.
Read more. Karakuri is elaborate and therefore requires delicate handling. We didn't finish it because we're a scrub. Friday. Okay, apparently we are just under 30% popularity now on the fan side. Because everybody thinks we're murderers. They think we're murderers. Haven't they found the Phantom Thieves yet? The government and the police are useless. Are they even trying? I wish they wouldn't spend tax dollars just to sit on their asses. Mysterious group of murderers and inept government. What's the world coming to these days? Everyone's talking trash about us. I know. I would hate to be. My anxiety would go through the roof. Yeah, the smell, especially if you're underneath like the armpit of someone. I saw my Twitch thing and my most viewed clip was my luck against Okumura. Oh, really? As in, good luck? Bad luck? But yeah, I would hate to be in that kind of scenario. That's why I'm so glad that I don't have to be dealing with commuting at the minute. I literally hated it so much. Like, it literally made me miserable. The police are here again? How many times has this been now? Our school's gotten famous for all the wrong reasons. They revoked her honor status. This school is so Oh, shit. Well, now. Kasumi isn't an honor student no more. I wonder if the culprit really is from our school. I guess she didn't get first, so...
They were there today too, right?
Got a lock on top of that posted in the... Oh, okay. I'll watch the clip in a bit.
Yeah. What do those damn cops think they are? They can't just stare us all down like that. Maybe the rumors are true. Maybe there's a phantom thief at our school.
I still don't get how we've managed to get away with having Morgana under the desk the whole time, but... Kawakami!
Okay, quiet down.
Okay, listen up. The police are here at the school, so be sure not to get in their way. Oh, and for various reasons, the school festival got moved to the 25th. There was talk of cancelling it, but we couldn't just do that. I'm sure the preparations will be rough, but don't push yourself too hard. Playing BDO with Mio and my horse, Jerry. Okay. Oh yeah, because then they have Black Desert. They had Black Desert on the Steam sale as well. Wasn't it like something like 49 pence or something? But I remember getting it, like, you know, when BDO was kind of like a thing, it was quite popular in Twitch drops at one point, and they were actually offering the game for free. Like if you watch so many streams, so I ended up watching streams just so I could redeem a free copy. And I don't know, me and Simon tried it and we just couldn't get into it. I mean, I played it before. I played with him, but I couldn't get into it. I couldn't. But I hope you're having fun with your horse named Jerry. Really? On a weekday? What kind of reasons are there? With all this stuff about the principal and Kamoshida this year, I guess it's no surprise. Yeah, I hope you guys are having fun on BDO. They had it on sale, so I made a new character to play with Fran. It's not a great game, but it's something to do. That is true. That is true. And I do need to come back to 14 at some point. I'm fully aware I need to come back to 40. I just completely forgotten how to do Reaper and Samurai. I literally forgotten how to do absolutely everything. But I have to come back at some point. Come back on the 10th of Jan. Oh, patch day. Oh, okay. Well, I need to do everything from after Endwalker has finished. Everything. Patches before my birthday. That is true. That is true. Kamoshida is the best written character in this game. I happened to see a video on YouTube saying that apparently the guys that the palaces, like the bosses, are based off of is actually, it relates to people in real life or something like that. I don't know how true that is. I didn't watch the video, but or something like that. I think they're loosely based on actual people. So I'll have to maybe see if I can find that video to watch it. I'm kind of curious about that. They were like, the thumbnail was like, they're real. Like, they're all real. It could have just been clickbait or whatever, but I don't know. It seemed like a long video, so. Apparently the police are going to be interrogating all of the students here. Seriously? The police are at Shujin. They haven't come to my school. It seems they're calling students individually out of class to speak with them. Wait, does that mean we're going to get called in too? Second years will start in the afternoon. Make sure you prepare yourselves mentally for this. They've got to be looking for the culprit, right? Who knows? Be careful, guys. You should probably try not to say too much. To not say much. They'll see through any lies you might try telling. I know. In any case, don't tell them anything unnecessary. I like how the person has left their lunch behind us. Isn't that where Arn sits, or did she sit in front of us? Someone just left their bento box for me to eat.
Well then, next up
That
is
dude.
Takamaki-san and
Lumi-kun. Uh-oh.
you two will go together.
Ryuji behaves. She's in front. Okay, so I basically just... I could have stolen that guy's lunch and he would have been none the wiser. It looked like a nice bento box.
Huh? Why together? Why? They'll probably have one of you wait outside. That's how they've been doing it so far.
That guy looks way too
Oh,
happy.
yeah. Right.
The guy that's next to Kawakami, like the girl that's next to Kawakami and then behind her, he looks way too happy. He's just like... It's like, you're getting interrogated by the police!
Those are
Hello?
the instructions the detectives gave us.
Hello? Am I missing something?
Just don't say more than is necessary and try and get it over with quick.
Take a seat.
Hello.
We're sorry to take your time. This will be over quick. Let's see.
RPG Lumi. Yep, the founder of Twitch Chat. I mean the Phantom Thieves. I mean... nothing.
Ah, yes. You're the one currently under probation. It says here you had a dispute with Mr. Kamoshida?
Nope.
We know if you're lying.
I'm sure it must be something he would rather not remember.
Shit.
You spend time with quite an interesting group. Yusuke Kitagawa and Haru Okumura? The more friends, the better, right? I'm sorry to have taken your time. You're free to go now. Oh, I almost forgot. There's just one more thing I have to ask you.
Then don't tell me I can go and then ask me another question. What?
Do you think the Phantom Thieves are associated with this school?
I hope not.
Don't worry. We're here to keep all of you safe, okay?
Thank you for your time.
Your responses will serve as great reference material. Takamaki-san is next. Could you ask her to come in?
Sure. Better not screw this up, on.
I got so nervous, I almost stuttered a few times. I thought I was used to police questioning by now, too.
Seems we were all asked the same questions.
That's how they get you. They do that on purpose, then wait for someone to slip up.
I hope you didn't.
I like how she goes straight to Ryuji, like, I hope that you, out of everybody, were the one to mess up. I'm used to it, I was drunk. Yeah, we're currently in a drugged up phase in the future, so, you know. Hey Rex, nice to see you, hope you're doing well today.
It was probably fine. Oh, I would have been done for if they saw how sweaty my hands were, though.
To think my name would come up as well.
Sounds like we can't take the police lightly either.
Hey, didn't you think that detective guy was scary?
Yeah, he was.
Especially those eyes. It was like they were smiling, but not.
You really well got shiny Charmander, nice. Very nice. Yeah, I got the Charizard from the event. Obviously, you could only catch one, but you could still breed it. I've got the shiny charm now, so if I wanted to try breeding, I guess I could, but it's whether I have the patience to try doing egg breeding. I don't know. I mean, all the shinies I've got, like I said, I just found randomly, or I tried to get them through sandwiches, or Fran traded me one. So, oh yeah, I understand the process is simple, but it's just whether I can be bothered to sit there egg after egg after egg after egg after egg after egg after egg. It took you forever. It did take you forever, Franny. You also had shiny charm, didn't you? But you got it eventually. But...
I'm sorry for all of this. It's because of my sister.
That's not true, Mako-chan.
It's not as though I hadn't predicted this would happen. But now that it's become reality, I'm unsure of what to do.
Only took around 250 eggs.
We need to make sure we don't draw suspicion, and work to clear our names. Right? Right.
It ain't your fault, Makoto.
I'm gonna try to see how far along this investigation really is. I'm worried about the police too, but as of now, anyone in this city could be a mole.
Even you, Cat.
We were so popular too.
Haru, can I ask you to search your father's belongings for clues about a possible culprit? I know it may be tough on you.
No, it's okay. Now isn't the time for me to look away.
As for everyone else, you need to be cautious of how you spend your time at school.
So, I've decided to have you 3 second years join me on the school festival executive committee.
Hooray.
Why?
It will allow us to gather without drawing suspicion. Plus, trying to blend in will only do the opposite.
Oh yeah, the Masuda method, yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have a Ditto that is a foreign Ditto. So, I understand there are people, like, they're using a specific code to trade them, so I guess I could try to get one at some point. But that definitely makes it easier. Get to spend time with Makoto. Ooh. You have a Ditto from... Yeah, because it literally just has to be different from the region that you're playing in. So obviously I'm playing in English, so it just needs to be a non-English Ditto and it'll be fine. Yeah.
Fine.
I agree. The more time I have to kill, the more time I'll spend worrying about all this stuff.
Get to spend more time with Makoto. You're so horny, Frost.
No matter what happens, I don't want to regret my decisions.
Don't jinx it!
It would be no
Calm
surprise
down.
if they came directly to our
Yes.
homes for questioning.
Literally just no deny. He's like, yep. Yep, I own it.
They showed up at your school after all. I should remain cautious.
For now, the best option is to stay on the defensive. But we won't make progress at this rate. Let's try and figure out who the real culprit is somehow, okay? Of course.
We already got seen by Pleasant Boy, didn't we? That was before the fifth. It was before the fifth palace, wasn't it? Pleasant Boy saw us going in. Yeah. Damn you, Pleasant Boy. This is bad. Someone totally framed us. Totally framed us. Right. Well, we can't go out again, so I guess more book. More book? Guess that's all we can do.
Hey!
We'll finish off reading The Art of Automata
Make sure you
for this
close up.
evening. And then we just got the Casanova one to finish. Do we have to finish all those to get more books, or was it literally just... Because I'm pretty sure we bought all the books. Is there any more after we finish these, or... Karakuri requires attention to the finest of details.
Wow!
Okay, that's what you said yesterday. Same dialogue. There's one, okay.
What are your thoughts?
You finished reading The Art of Automata. I thought they were just dolls, but the mechanisms are far more complex than I thought. Now that you know how they work, I'm sure that's helped you pay better attention to the details. I mean, maybe, but my proficiency is max already, so... And now we sleep. We drew a visit from, like, Igor.
Yes. I have another suggestion. Call for the arrest of the Phantom Thieves, then mobilize the police. The rest will go as you mentioned. Still, I'm truly amazed at the atrocious methods you come up with.
Yeah, I always have to adjust my mic because it's never ever in the right position. At all. Ever. Also doesn't help that I'm constantly fidgeting and stuff. 25%! I wonder what kind of people the culprits are. Probably some idiots with a misguided sense of justice. Look, can they just arrest those guys already? Special Investigations is on it. I'm sure they'll be caught soon. What kind of people are they? I want to see what they look like. Pancakes? Question mark. I want pancakes.
What's going on?
I happened to see this video of someone that did like pancake pasta. So they literally had it in like a squeezy bottle and they literally just did really thin strands and cooked it for like a small amount of time and it literally became like almost like spaghetti, and then they put like syrup and powdered sugar over it. I was kind of like, that looks quite nice. I mean, it looks like faffy, but instead of just, you know, just putting the mixture in just to make a round pancake. But I was just like, I wouldn't mind trying to do that. I totally froze up when the cops talked to me. I bet they consider me a suspect now. How much longer are they going to do this? We should be busy preparing for the school festival right now. Why'd the school decide to have the festival so late anyway? I mean, changing the date just because our school's all over the news? Moving it to next Tuesday only makes more work for us. We won't be able to invite friends from other schools now that we're holding the festival on a weekday. It'll also be an inconvenience to anyone we've already invited. And what about the post-festival party? Will there be enough people for the student sharing special? It's gonna be a real weird festival with morale so low. I mean, it might be fine. Not worrying too much. Speaking of the annoying media, we've been getting phone calls in the faculty office. The absurdity of it all. Who exactly are the Phantom Thieves? That's what we want to know. We really have no clue what method they're using. Killing someone without directly interacting with them is like magic. Speaking of magic, did you know that there's magic in Math 2? A magic square. It's a square in which adding up the numbers in any row, column, or diagonal gives you the same total. Lumi-san, please take a look at this.
Do
you know?
Oh, so, okay, it's like a Sudoku situation here. So it's the numbers 1 to 9 are in the grid. Tell me the total count for each column in this magic square. Okay. Let me actually math this. Right, so the missing numbers 1, 2, 3, and 5. Right, okay. So the bottom line is 14. The side is 13. And at the top is 13. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, and 5. Okay, so it's got to be... 1 doesn't go on the right side. Because I feel like it's got to be more than 13, obviously. Now, you've also got to... Oh my god. Now, if I put... Say, for instance, I put 5 in that top one. We know that if we put 5 in the top right one, they're both going to be equal. They're both going to be 18. But that's not one of the things. It's 15, 21, or 34. Okay, so what if I put... Oh, what if I put, like, 1 or 2 then? So, okay, if I put 2... Because if I put 2 in the top right-hand corner, we know that the top line and the right line automatically become 15. And if we put 1 in the bottom, we know that automatically becomes 15. And then if we put 3 and 5... 3 and 5... is 8 plus 7 is 15.
This is it.
Correct.
I'm math. It's easy once you know which numbers fit in the empty squares. Hey. A 3x3 square only has 1 pattern, but a 4x4 square has 880 possibilities. In a 5x5 square, there are more than 200 million. Can you believe that? Ew. Well, really? Yes, I'm smart. Give me knowledge.
Going.
I still have a maximum knowledge. If you had to choose, would you try to find the Phantom Thieves or solve 200 million magic squares? Yeah, I think I'd rather try to find the Phantom Thieves. Thanks. I choose the magic squares, hands down. They might both be magic, but magic squares can be calculated. Well, that's your choice. I'd rather find people that apparently don't exist and use magic. That sounds way more fun. And math doesn't kill anyone. Well, neither do they, so shut up. Back in 10 minutes doing something VR. Yeah, no worries. No worries. Having everyone out there looking for the culprit is getting me down. Well, it's fine. We'll prove our innocence some way. So what do we got to do as the school festival exec committee? I need some help with the questionnaires. What questionnaires? The ones regarding who people want to see as the guest of honor. Hi, sweetie. Oh, one sec, guys. There we go. What questionnaires? The ones regarding who people want to see as the guest of honor. Oh, right, that thing they do every year. You mean how those lame guests come to do a panel, right? The festival's dates were changed because of the situation. We need to hurry and tally the results. Come to the student council room once classes are over. Ugh, that's so damn boring. Don't be like that. It's so we can meet up without standing out. Let's do what we can at the moment. I'm making sure to work hard at home. You do that all the time. I can look stuff up. So did you find anything, Haru? About that? No good, huh? I'm sorry. It'll rouse suspicious if I ask too many detailed questions. No worries. I'll manage on my end somehow. We're counting on you. I can't go, but message me if anything happens. I will leave this to you guys. My apologies, but I cannot be of much help in this situation. Damn it, Yusuke. Really? How dare you?
Damn it. We don't have time to be doing crap like this.
You don't need to keep mentioning it. We're doing this to keep suspicions off of us, remember?
Yeah, Ryuji.
Goro Akechi. This one too, Akechi.
They're mostly the same over here as well. Everyone's so eloquent when they can be anonymous. It's like they never accepted us to begin with. It would be nice if you did some work too, Ryuji-kun. You came to help us count these, right? Come on, leader. Can you tell him too?
Take this seriously.
We're gathering information too, you know, like online and stuff.
Bullshit.
I guess that's one way of saying it.
Whoa, look here. This ain't good.
Criminal profiling? The acts of thievery committed by the Phantom Thieves are mere fakes. And their true goal is murder? Every heart they changed before Okumura was just a warm-up?
So now they're accusing us of being a bunch of killers.
I mean, they technically have already done that.
God, this is so effing stupid! Damn it!
We have the results. First place is Goro Akechi.
What? Akechi?
What are you so surprised for? We've been mentioning him this whole time.
Seriously? Not some singer or an idol?
Nope, they want Pleasant Boy.
It's because of us that his popularity has skyrocketed.
We're the ones counting the results. Can't we just make him up? We don't have to get him.
People will figure that out. He won by a landslide.
I knew people would vote for him, but this is way more votes than I was expecting.
It would be best for us to avoid inviting such a clear danger upon ourselves. I'd like a little more time to think about who to ask.
That reminds me. How is Futaba-chan doing? She seemed like she was looking into something on her own. Has she told you anything?
Let's leave it to her.
We're not gonna get arrested because the police tracked her down, right? That's the last thing we need now.
No, she ain't that sloppy.
Even one clue would work wonders for us. We should let her continue with her own investigation. I hope she finds something.
Oh look, tomorrow's Sunday. Tomorrow's jazz club. Are we even going to be able to go out tomorrow evening?
Hey,
Hey.
in response to the police identifying the Phantom Thieves as primary suspects, Goro Akechi had this to say.
Even though my opinion has been met with criticism, I've held fast that the Phantom Thieves are not just. However, I believe the recent series of suspicious deaths is unrelated to their actions.
What? Did I hear you correctly? But Akechi-san, you were the first to caution everyone about the Phantom Thieves. Were you not?
This doesn't change the fact that they are indeed a dangerous group. That said, I would like to express that immediately linking them to this case is far too hasty. There are still many questions to be answered here. It feels as though there is more to this.
After this conference, Akechi-san announced he will be limiting his media appearances and... I wonder why the sudden change.
I wonder why. I'm super stuck on my Okumura investigation. Seriously, even you're having trouble with this ship? What should we do? Let's meet up and discuss our options as soon as possible. Tomorrow? The earlier the better, right? Though I still haven't come up with anything myself. It said 2 heads are better than 1, so I can only imagine what 8 heads may produce. That's a good way of thinking. It's totally an Inari idea. Okay, let's do everything we can right now, even if it means crossing some dangerous bridges. Considering how far we've come, we can't be particular about our methodology.
What are you staring at your phone like that for? Oh, are you going through a breakup?
He's doing a pancake vacation. That sounds amazing. Literally, if you just went on a vacation, it was just to eat pancakes. Sign me up, please. You going for a breakup? That's not it.
Whoa, no need to deny it so seriously. It was just a joke. By the way, you haven't been causing any trouble, have you? I
No.
heard the police showed up at your school.
I've been good as gold. Coffee, Dad? It's nothing about me.
As long as you're not getting involved. Well, fine.
I wouldn't lie to you, Coffee Dad. Right. Oh, we can actually go out this evening. Cool. No one's saying anything there. Okay. We still haven't. Okay. Oya is available. Here for me is available, but she's not a rank up. We can actually hang out with somebody. Iwai is not unlocked yet. I mean, I might as well hang out with somebody. I wouldn't mind trying to boost here for me. I know we don't really have the money. We do need to go to Mementos, though, at some point. But we're kind of waiting, I think, on the... Wait, what were we waiting on? So that was Futaba's request about the friend from school. We don't actually have the request from Sojiro yet, do we? No. And we still need to finish this one off as well. Yeah, so that's the Magario couple. Yeah, that's for Futaba, so that's so we can progress her. But yeah, we haven't actually got Sojiro's one yet for the uncle. Even though that's just us and Futaba going in. We haven't technically got that one. He's not available though, which is a shame. Yeah, we could go and boost here for me, and then I'll just pray I get money soon. Wait, who's available? I swear you're not actually available yet though, Akechi. Like, wait, hold on. I'm gonna go and just have a chat. I know it's 200 yen down, but it's fine. Or was it November? You're available in November now.
Hi.
Hi, Lemmy-kun, good evening. Okay. I'll let you know once I have a little more time. Okay. Our battles will have to wait. Okay. You say so. Right, yeah, I think I'm gonna boost Hifumi and see what happens with that. Because we do have a star on us. We should have... Yeah, we have Kodama. Kodama! Oh, look at the decorations for Halloween! That's cool. We are poor. We are a bum and we are poor. Okay, fortune read. Nemona makes me remember Xenos?
What shall we do?
I mean, she's persistent. She's persistent, I'll give her that. I don't know if I would necessarily equate her to Xenos. But a test of your reflexes. Affinity reading. Yes. Okay. Hifumi. Let's see if this is actually a rank up for you. Sure. It's worth still putting 5k into her, to be honest. She's so battle thirsty.
Here we go.
Well, I guess in that regard, maybe. But that's like the only thing. The only thing. Because every time you see her, she does want to battle you, yeah. Hey, okay, cool. Hifumi's a rank up. Okay, let's go hang out with Hifumi then. Yes, cool. Because I don't want to hang out with Oya. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay, I'm actually going to save it now.
I'll just add this.
Almost to hour 113.
Good evening.
The gold's key to victory lies in retreating. This means at times retreating is an effective strategy in order to attack with your next move. It may be good for you to remember that as well. I'm sorry, I'm not in the mood to teach shogi today. Could you join me for a walk? Okay. And also, we're due to get a request from Hifumi in like...
Thank you very much.
Two meetings time. I was thinking of going to the area around the Sky Tree today. Let's head on over. Okay.
Actually...
This is it. The digital version of the weekly magazine. Is this the one that you pose for? Oh no. My father's deteriorating health and that he's bedridden. The fact that my mother primarily supports us. They even reported that my mother works at a nightclub. Oh, okay. Which is not untrue, but was it really necessary for them to write about all this? Capitalizing on a family's private matters is just cruel. My family's troubles have nothing to do with my skills as a shogi player. My mother was furious when she read the article. She said it would hurt her career and that she'll never forgive whoever wrote it. My father didn't say anything. He just sat there listening to her, but he looked troubled. My mother told me that we'd be able to easily quell these rumors if I were to become more famous. So now she's even more insistent on having me do more TV and magazine interviews than before. The media is scary. I feel the same way. All this gossip and talk of me being an idol has nothing to do with me being a shogi player. I always believed that if I worked hard as a shogi player, I'd be able to support us. But I never expected such a destructive article would be written about me and my family. Honestly, nothing good will come from being treated like an idol. People say I'm all looks and no skills. They're annoyed that I'm in the press all the time. Terrible things have been said about me, suggesting I would do anything to become popular. I'm even starting to be shunned in the shogi world. That's why my senior acted that way toward me. The real reason I practice in the church is that no one wants to play with me. My father used to practice with me from his sickbed, but his illness has made that impossible. Maybe I should just stop playing shogi and just get a job. That way my family won't get hurt again. Do what you love. Do what I love? I love shogi. I don't want to quit. Yes, you're right. You understand my true feelings. At the end of the day, I love shogi. I'd never be able to give it up. I was just confused because of that article and how my senior treated me. However, I think I can see my next move, thanks to you. You're helping me realize a lot about myself outside of shogi. Okay. No ability, that's fine.
All right.
Let's return to the church and play a match. That article has left me somewhat irritated. I'm going to use my secret move, the Eternal Abyss Yagura Gate, and turn the board into hell. Well, would you care to face me in a match? Sweat drops like, Oh, knowledge! Yes, of course we get knowledge from hanging out with Hifumi. Of course we do. And we need knowledge.
Until next time.
I mean, it's a bit late because we did exams already, but it's fine. Thank you for joining me. Until next time. Before she's smoking. Oh, she's just got the fog. I think it's just the fog of war that is now descended upon her. Hello, this is Hifumi. Thank you so much for accompanying me today. I needed the distraction. Trying to solve this on my own, I felt caught in a vicious cycle, but you helped me find a new path. You might make a fine priest yourself. Considering how good at listening you are, I don't want to become a priest. Confess your sins, my child. Oh, for God's sake, I was trying to make a joke. Well, that was unexpected. You got me, I suppose. Damn it. It's hard to know whether people actually can want to take a joke, and it's like wasted relationship points there. You really are a strange individual. I was supposed to be your teacher, but somehow the tables have turned. I'm the one learning from you. I would love to keep learning from you. Well then, if you'll excuse me, I'll see you at the church. Damn it! Now I have to boost you with points again because you're not a rank up. Someone just stated, yeah, this is terrorism on the fan site. What does that detective think he's doing? He's just trying to get popular, isn't he? He wants to stand out. Just hurry up and arrest the Phantom Thieves already. I'm curious. It seems like you know something. Oh, cool. I just realized that the little thing above the Sampa Road sign is now like for Halloween. That's cool. I'm curious. It seems like he knows something. I bet he found out some really juicy secret. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't.
Makoto, has Nijima-san told you anything about the investigation?
We can't go to the jazz club this evening, can we?
Well, Sis actually stopped mentioning anything about work in front of me. It's possible I made some sort of mistake. Regardless, I thought over the matter of who we're going to invite for our school festival. I'm considering asking Akechi-kun.
For real?
For real.
Weren't you talking about how you didn't want to draw danger to us or whatever?
I understand this is dangerous, but without a powerful source of intel, we won't be able to win against the police network. And I can no longer rely on my sister for information.
Wait, is this because of Akechi-kun's police connections? You're going to use him as your powerful source of intel? Bold move. I'm surprised to hear that suggestion coming from you, Makoto.
Did you see his press conference yesterday? One of his comments defending the Phantom Thieves stood out to me. There is more to this. I think he said that knowing for certain that the Phantom Thieves would be watching.
Oh, well, we were, so.
Still, there will be so many other students at the school festival. What are the odds of success?
It's a gamble, and the odds are less than favorable. But we can no longer afford to hesitate. What are your thoughts? Should we invite Akechi-kun?
Yeah, sure. What could go wrong? Should be fine.
Okay then. Is everyone else okay with that?
I'm good. Whatever he says has got to be more reliable than what I've been able to come up with.
It would be reassuring to gain him as an ally, rather than simply a source of information.
Hold on, how are we even gonna get in touch with him? It's not like we got his contact info.
Actually, I do.
For real?
Yeah, we made friends. You went to take a leak or take a dump at the TV station. He just handed me his phone number.
Could you send that my way, please?
I'll contact him right away.
Gotta say, I'm really not big on this Akechi deal.
Did you not just nod in agreement to everyone agreeing to have him come to the school festival, though?
Now's no time to be petty.
Just think of him as a source of intel, nothing more.
I have a response already. He says let me think about it.
Wait a sec, didn't he say he wasn't gonna do any more stuff for the media?
That's likely why he's so hesitant.
What are we gonna do if he turns us down?
I'll keep trying. Maybe frustrating, but he's all we have at the moment. We need him to do it no matter what.
We're counting on you, Makoto.
Who would have thought we'd end up relying on Akechi? Wait, I can go out? Cat is standing up? Jazz Club! Okay, so I believe this is... I'm gonna save it just in case, but I believe this is the last time we have to go with Futaba. I think.
I see.
Obviously, if nothing really happens, I can just reload it. Invite someone.
Hey!
Futaba!
Oh!
Hey, thanks for coming in.
I have no money! Oh god! I'm under 4K again! 4K Lumi has returned! Oh no! I said never again.
This place rocks!
This is the same stuff. Talking about whether it's a supreme flavor of drink or something.
This drink?
Yeah, same dialogue. You're gonna say something different here now, though. Yeah, I'm pretty picky about my headphones, you know. I don't mean just the sound either. The look is important too. Sound quality is probably the #1 thing, of course, but appearance is just another type of functionality. Because, you know, the look is going to reflect my personal taste, right? So basically, I won't have to perform a self-analysis to... chat with Futaba.
That's...
Okay. Yo, holy crap. Whoopsie! Hello! Hello, Whoopsie. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, raiders. Although not stopping because 1, spoilers, and 2, I gotta work. Oh, no worries. Thank you so much for the raid, Whoopsie. I appreciate it. But yeah, if you guys aren't following Whoopsie, you definitely need to. He is another member of Stream Team Whiskers, of which I'm also a part of. Ooh, Monster Hunter Rise. I hope you had fun. But yeah, thank you so much for the raid, Whoopsie. But yeah, no worries. You head off. I hope you have a good time at work. And yeah, obviously, you don't want to be spoiled, so... I thought, hey, we haven't been able to really raid Lumi. Let's go. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. And also, yeah, welcome raiders. I said, I'm Lumi. I'm another member of Team Whiskers. I will probably go back to Final Fantasy XIV at some point, but I am predominantly a variety streamer. So we're currently playing through Persona 5 Royal at the minute. We're on the run up to Palace number 6, and we're just hanging out at the Jazz Club. I felt the want to Rise again. I've barely made any progress in Rise. That's the thing. I've barely made any progress, and it's great. And I don't know why I haven't, but I think it's just a time thing for me, in all honesty. So I need to try to find the time to go back to it at some point, because I've got it on Switch and I also have it on Steam. So there's no excuse. Not really, but yeah. Make sure you guys check out Wopsy if you haven't already. Yes, and all the other awesome members of Stream Team Whiskers as well. God damn it, really? If you have Sunbreak, you can do all the missions with NPCs, and it's quite the time investment. Oh, really? I don't actually have Sunbreak. I just have the base game. I do not have the DLC. It's like I want to go back to World 2, but then Rise exists. That is true. Yeah, but I put so much time into World, and then I haven't put nearly as much time into Rise. Like, I just kind of did the beginning kind of few, like, new areas and stuff like that on the Switch. I've barely made any progress on Steam. So yeah, I'm not giving it the time or love it deserves, to be honest, and I feel bad. But but it's cool that you can actually do them with NPCs. Okay, oh look, that might be worth trying to check out when I have a bit more money to spare. That is. But yeah, I appreciate the raid. Thank you so much, Wopsy. Right, is this? Oh, hello. Okay, support rate up. Okay, cool. Increases activation of moral support. Okay, so that means that we're going to have this way more often. Okay, cool. I think we're done now. I think we're done with Futaba. And she's a rank up when we next hang out with her. Cool. Off I toddle, good luck, and don't let Futaba get too drunk. Oh no, that was a non-alcoholic cocktail. Trust me, that was non-alcoholic. There's no alcohol in these things. We're too young. And she's going to make like a dog and go back home now. But yeah, thank you so much again, Wobbs, and have a fantastic day at work. See you later. And everybody still hates us. Awesome.
Good morning.
I do need to do the Jazz Club more maybe if someone's social rank will go up. That's prio. Yeah, I think for the most part, I don't know how many relationship points they get, but it's obviously just like an extra, I guess, boost. So if you're missing some points maybe towards them being a rank up, Jazz Club is an option. But there is like different abilities depending on, I guess, what Sunday you go on. With Futaba, she doesn't learn any of the same abilities, so hers are kind of unique. I only learned that because someone in my chat told me, though. They were like, okay, we need to hang out with Futaba at the Jazz Club on these dates, and then we get these abilities. I was like, okay, sure, I'll do that. That's fine. So I have had help with the Jazz Club side, especially with getting some of the other skills. Like, I think you can get charge on some people and things like that. Just like in the books, yeah, exactly. 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 Good morning, Kasubi. Senpai, have you been sleeping well? You look kind of tired. Off I go. Alright, Wolves, take care. Have a great rest of your day. It might not be my place to ask, but are you okay? What do you mean?
No.
Never mind, it's nothing. That reminds me, tomorrow's the school festival, isn't it? Is your class finished with preparations? It feels kind of nice working with everyone to put all the things together. I hope we will have a fun time tomorrow. Well, I'm going to do some training today, so please excuse me.
Hey.
Right, you hear who we're getting for our guest this year? Oh, you mean Akechi, right? I kind of saw that coming. Everyone I know voted for him. Didn't he say he wasn't going to make any more appearances, though? Why'd he agree to come here? It probably has to do with the Phantom Thieves. Wasn't Akechi going around saying how evil they were before? Oh yeah, that proves they're connected to our school somehow then. Hey, you're right. Maybe he'll tell us some stuff about the case. No way am I going to miss the panel this year. As if he's going to say anything to you guys. They just say whatever they want with no thought. But for now, we'll just need to endure it, at least until we can get some more intel. Yeah, I don't know whether he's going to be very forthcoming with that to us, but I doubt it. Maruki!
Oh, yes.
I met a friend from college the other day. We got caught up talking about old times. Some of those old stories sounded too crazy to be true, now that we've got so many years behind us. Sometimes people have a hard time remembering what's real and what's exaggerated. This kind of stuff happens to you guys too, right? But there's a reason for this. This phenomenon has a name too.
How about you?
All right, Lumikun. From a psychological standpoint, what's the key reason our memories can differ from reality? I'm assuming it's memory bias. Forgetfulness, I don't think it's forgetfulness. I don't think it's lack of sleep. I'm going to say memory bias, but I'm going to check the network. Yes, it is memory bias. Okay.
This is it. Right.
That's right, impressive. It's a type of cognitive bias that can impair or even alter your memories. Specifically, the name of the phenomenon in question is called false memory. Like the name implies, it's a case where our brain may generate memories that simply aren't true. Okay, cool. I'm smarter now. Can I have knowledge?
Nice going.
I hate the fact that I'm probably never ever going to max knowledge from doing a question correctly. Damn it. I have to study. The difference between inaccurate memories and the facts can lead to a lot of confusion. Still, if your subconscious desire manifests as a memory, I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. False memories, huh? But it's totally real to the person, right? A strange concept. Indeed, Cat. Indeed. Oh yeah, grades. I mean, I'm probably not going to get max because we don't have max knowledge, unfortunately, but I think there is another test before the end of the main game stuff. How'd you do? Damn, I'm dead. I wish I could get in the top 10. People look at smart students differently. I wonder what score I got. I'm in the top 10! Whoop whoop!
Whoa.
Whoa, everyone's gonna have their eyes on you now. We got charm that we didn't need? Was it charm? Yeah, we don't need no charm. We already super duper charmy. Charby. It's a shame that we couldn't get knowledge up to max because otherwise we would have got the trophy for being top of the class. Rip. Any word from Akechi? Nothing. But tomorrow is the start of the school festival. Will this be okay? If Akechi-kun declines our offer, we won't have a guest. Huh? That's what you're worried about? I appreciate the concern, but it will be fine. I just need to get Akechi-kun to agree to this somehow. Yep. What's that bastard up to anyways? He said he hasn't done anything since he was going to go into hiding. I'm not sure. I'll try explaining the circumstances surrounding the school festival to him again. Hopefully he can give me a response by the end of the day. I'll let you know if I make any progress on that front. But Akechi has to come. We have no guest otherwise. Oh, speak of the devil.
Welcome home.
Honey, I'm home. Yes.
You're back awfully late.
Oh Lord, are we continuing this now? Oh, I do apologize. I was picking you up something lovely to wear this evening.
How has business been for you lately?
Take a look around. Is the Nijima lady doing well?
Unfortunately, we haven't seen each other lately. We had a difference of opinion.
What are your thoughts, Representative Shido?
Serious face from Coffee Dad.
It doesn't surprise me that people say our country is lethargic. We've let these phantom thieves run amok.
That man's voice.
And because they've targeted only prominent figures, our government leaders have been hesitant to act. I apologize for any concern they may have caused, and will henceforth search for an apt countermeasure.
That politician's really honorable. I like how quick he says he's gonna do everything.
This is an important undertaking, and one I intend to confront with every asset available to me. The selfish criminals enacting this social reform are in fact the ones most deserving of reformation. Answering to the interests of the people as hastily as possible is my natural duty as a politician.
Man, this guy is admirable.
Okay, stop applauding him. Jesus.
Rampant political scandals. Thieves on the loose. As sad as it is, this is the state of our nation. We must resolve this problem. And And I assure the people of this noble country that I will do just that.
Are you gonna clap for him again? Oh good, you restrained yourself. I feel I've met that man somewhere before.
What are you standing there staring off into space for? You're creeping me out.
Sorry, Dad. It's nothing.
I'm not worried or anything. You're just blocking the store entrance.
Oh damn, yes, we're so very, very busy. I wouldn't want to stop anyone else coming in.
That politician is honest and carries an overwhelming amount of charisma. It feels like a trustworthy leader for Japan has finally come forth. Don't you think, boss?
Sorry, wasn't listening.
Conveniently.
Criminals, Well, that must be how he sees it. However, that is ignorant of their true nature.
You on the thieves' side?
It may be somewhat of a stretch to say I'm on their side. Having said that, I won't deny that I empathize with them on some level. If this Okumura incident was not the Phantom Thieves, if they only changed the hearts of criminals, then even though they can't be considered innocent, perhaps my goals are not so different from theirs.
Are you a fanboy?
I knew there was something special about you. Ever since the first time we met. I feel as though I could tell you anything during our conversations.
Oh, please do. I mean, we want some intel, please, from the police side.
Oh, that reminds me. I've been invited to a panel at Shujin Academy, and... wait. I'm sure you know that already. Considering it's such a good opportunity, I've decided to accept the offer.
Oh, good.
Thank you for the coffee. It was delicious.
Glad you liked it.
I'm happy I could see you. I'll be going now.
Bye, honey. That kid was going on about some real complicated stuff. He's probably a fair bit smarter than you, huh? No. Pleasant Boy is not smarter than me. Oh, I didn't notice I got a response from Akechi-kun. He accepted the lecture invitation. I heard. Really? Either way, the real issue is what we do next. The lecture is on the afternoon of the second day, yes? Wait, you're coming to our school festival? It's during my exam week, so I'll be able to go in the afternoon. Can you afford that distraction? How's your studying going? Decently. Incidentally, will that counselor be at the festival as well? Moroki? Oh, Dr. Moroki? Probably. I see. Finally, I shall witness his skills for myself. Perhaps I should prepare a gift. They say first impressions are everything. I don't know if he'll even be there. If anything gets confirmed, I'll drop you a line. Much obliged. You want to come too, Futaba? Come on, it'll be fun. Seriously? I don't see why not. We should all walk around together tomorrow. I don't know why I started to read that differently. That sound good. Why would I say let's not? At a time like this? This is the perfect chance for us to relax, though. Haru, you sure you're okay? This seems a little soon. I am, thank you. I've just always dreamed of walking around my school festival with friends. I suppose if you say it like that, I can resign myself to enjoying our time there too. Plus also they're third year, so this is technically your last school festival, so yeah. Thanks, Haru. It's my pleasure. Oh, we can hang out with people today. Okay, cool. Who's available? Who is available? EY is not unlocked. We kind of neglected EY. Hifumi is available again, but she's not a rank up. Oh, yeah. Ugh. Oh, God. I don't have the money to boost anyone either, which is kind of annoying. I need money. I need money so badly. Why weren't you available, Sojiro? Do I even have a Hierophant? I do, so I have Bereth on me if he wants to become available, because, you know, I kind of want to hang out with Coffee Dad, but... How close are we to leveling up? No, I don't want to go upstairs. I want to go toilet. I want to go toilet. Want to sit on the toilet? In. Go in.
Hey!
Think. Go think on the toilet. Okay, definitely close to knowledge. Somewhat close to... Okay, so we're definitely close to 5 and somewhat close to 5 on guts. Okay. That's fine. We still have one more of the 3 chapter books that we need to read, but obviously if we can hang out with someone, I'd rather do that. Oh, do I actually hang out with Oya today, though? Do I really, really do that? Like, ew, do I really, really, really do that? I mean, she does need to be ranked up, but I would kind of... I mean, I guess I could just kind of go to Hifumi, and then I could... That would make her a rank up for next time, hopefully. And I have a star persona on me still. I'd rather do that. I'd rather do that than go and hang out with Oya. Yeah. Do I have anything to sell? We have 0 treasure because I already sold everything. Okay. We might have some items and stuff that I could sell maybe for a bit of money.
Good evening.
I like to teach you shogi at different locations from time to time to change up the mood. Somewhere outside without too many people. There may not be many such places. Well, then should we play a match? Sure. I'll hang out, just try and make you a rank up next time. That's fine. Maybe I should invite her in Okashira Park. Sure. Let's go. To the park.
I look forward
I see that's an excellent idea. I know it's sudden, but I'd like you to take me there. I might be able to think of a good move. Okay, go. Let's go. So I feel like this might have been intentional because normally I said this in like an earlier Persona stream, but most of the time when you go to hang out with someone and then not to rank up, it's literally just a case of you sit with them and then it says that you guys hung out and then they get some relationship points and then it's like, oh well, the next one is going to be a rank up. But there's actually dialogue here, so I feel like this was actually intentional for it to not be a rank up at this point, just so we would see the dialogue. I don't know, I could be completely wrong, but yes, I feel like I can play shogi at a different pace here. The scenery, the sounds, the smells. I'll be able to utilize all 5 of my senses. Perhaps I'll even come up with some new ideas. I'm glad to hear that.
Yes.
Okay, well, she's definitely a rank up now anyway, but a change in sensibility changes one's choice of moves. It may help you to improve as well. I've opened up new opportunities through shogi. You are like a shogi piece filled with endless moves. I wonder what kind of person you will become. Just imagining all the possibilities is fun. I'm starting to get the feeling that a new move will come to me. Well then, now that we feel refreshed, let us play, fair and square. Well, it's not really fair because you're kind of a shogi bastard. And I don't know.
Okay, let's end here for today.
We should stop here for today. Okay. Which is a rank up next time, so it's fine. We're becoming even more unpopular on the fan site. Hey, school festival day.
The festival seems to be a success.
There's definitely a lot more people than last year.
I wonder why.
Well, yeah. This place got famous and all.
Yeah, we've had one teacher locked up and we've had another one. We've had a principal killed. I mean, it's fantastic. And apparently murderers go to the school.
The Phantom Thieves, Kamoshida, Principal Kobayakawa. On top of that, we got Akechi as a guest.
There may be police officers in plainclothes, too.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
Actually, they probably are here. We better be careful about what we discuss.
Acting like normal students is going to be important.
Says the talking cat.
What do you normally do at a school festival?
Look around at the exhibits and eat stuff?
There's no set rules for this kind of thing. Walk around and hang out, like when we went to the beach.
We need to stay on. Yeah, we can't really be 100% enjoying ourselves. We do have to.
I know that.
There's a possibility that both your names have come up during the course of the investigation.
A number of the teachers had been questioned before, and even we were interviewed the other day too.
Don't let your guard down too much.
It's true that the initial members have been at this for a long time, making it easier to get tracked.
All right.
Now, let's leave it at that. We just need to be mindful about what we're saying, correct? Oh,
You seem to be having quite a lot of fun, Haru. You did mention that you were looking forward to this.
It's gonna be her last festival, so.
I want to go around with everyone and eat at the refreshment stands.
This'll be a great change of pace from all the nasty stuff lately.
Shall we head off to the stands then?
Food. Let's do it.
Oh, right. This is your first time at our school festival.
Oh yeah, this is my first. Yes.
They're pretty good, from what I've heard.
I know a great one. Follow me. This is the place.
Oh, the takoyaki place.
Made takoyaki?
New customers! I'll show you all to your seats.
So, it's your class's stand.
It's still a refreshment stand, isn't it? It's like a deserted island here.
Well, I guess it's good for talking since there aren't any people here. We heard a lot of rumors even on our way here.
And it was all bullshit.
Here she comes. Act normal.
Who cares? There's nothing normal about this anymore.
Welcome home.
Oh god, it's just like being at the maid cafe on Tuesday. Welcome home, master.
May I take your order?
Take my order? What happened to the maid atmosphere?
There are a lot of odd flavors.
Stick to a normal one. I bet they...
I'm so sorry. We sold our last normal one to the previous customer.
The hell?
Well then, I'll have the mentai cheese takoyaki.
I'm sorry. We're out of cod roe.
Then how about the squid?
We're currently out catching squid. It'll probably take another 5 or 6 hours.
Oh lord.
That doesn't even sound remotely possible! Ain't this whole menu just a sham?
Actually, we spent most of our budget on making the maid costumes look nice.
Great. No food.
We didn't put too much effort into the octopus.
Oh, I can see that!
Ryuji, you're making a scene. Then, what would you recommend with what you have now?
That would be the Russian takoyaki.
We'll have that, please.
This will take a little time.
Let's forget about the octopus and get back on topic.
On that note, hearing Kamoshida being almost treated like a victim makes me want to eat my stress away.
I've even heard conjecture that the principal was targeted for reasons like he knew too much.
I kept hearing about Goro Akechi's popularity.
I mean, he is popular now, thanks to us, so...
All thanks to the Phantom Thieves.
You know, did that Akechi guy agree to show up here because he believes we didn't kill anybody?
Or he may simply love large gatherings.
Oh, true. He didn't seem like he minded being pampered by the media at all.
We plan on stealing intel, but we might fall into another trap. I'm gonna be bummed if that happens.
Hell no.
I'm of the same mind. Still, it doesn't change the fact that we don't know what Akechi-kun is planning.
Of course, the microwave.
Thank you for the wait. Ooh, it's fresh made.
Shut up, Al.
Lies. I heard a microwave go off.
Well, it's not like I was expecting crispy takoyaki at a school festival or anything. So, what makes this a Russian takoyaki?
Could there be jam in it as a secret ingredient? That sounds quite delicious.
Is jam Russian?
Well, one of these is special.
Oh, I can't possibly tell which one that is.
One of them's obviously red. That's gotta be the one.
Dude, don't tell me the Russian part means...
It's like going for the obvious one is manly.
Ah yes, the super spicy takoyaki.
Is that so?
Well, I'd prefer the most beautifully shaped one. But all of them are misshapen.
Oh, aren't you all going to eat? I think I'll go for the special one.
Are you sure, Haru? Are you sure you want to do that?
Wait, is she honestly going for it?
Do you want to go for the red one?
I'll take it.
Ooh, impressive as
Oh, see, you should have said you take it, Ryuji. Aren't impressed with me now.
Oh, everyone's all here.
Oh, good. It's Person Boy.
The panel isn't until tomorrow, though.
I came to check out the venue. I can't make any mistakes since a lot of people will be present.
Someone's eager.
But people ended up recognizing me. Everyone bombarded me with questions. That's because you were sloppy. I grew tired of the baseless rumors they kept bringing up, so I escaped to where there weren't any people. I'm going to have one of these.
Oh, you help yourself, Akechi. You help yourself.
Special one.
Let's just call this my performance fee.
But
it's fine.
We're just like, don't tell him, don't tell him.
It's quite the...
Eating it in one bite is a bad idea.
I mean, he's manly though, right? Your words.
My throat. This is... oh, my stomach. It burns.
You look so very manly, by the way, Akechi.
Are you okay? Do you need water?
I'm fine. I just love spicy stuff.
As he is so very, very obviously in pain.
Hey, does he sound broken to you?
Yes, and in the best way.
Well then, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, bye. Try not to run now. The strut.
Wow, he's really trying to hold it together. He's waddling around like some comedian.
It's like he wants to get picked up for some commercial or something.
But did he truly come to simply
dear.
check the venue? This isn't good. I keep suspecting every little thing.
I know what you mean. I'm doing the same too. I need to do my best tomorrow. We need to somehow get him to be our source of intel.
Oh yes, I mean after he's finished dealing with that takoyaki coming out, I'm sure he's gonna give us all the intel we need.
I'm gonna pull this off no matter what.
That Akechi guy, when he got here, didn't he say that everyone's all here? Everyone?
Oh yes, he did.
You're just imagining things. So, I guess we got through all of it okay?
Yes, but the associated mental fatigue was extraordinary. Being cautious takes a lot out of you.
Seriously, I think I'm as tired now as I am after midterms.
I didn't mind any of that. I just love seeing that detective gulp down the special takoyaki.
That was the highlight of the day, definitely.
I had fun as well, since I got to spend time with you all. What would you like to do now, Haru? Walk around a little more? I appreciate the gesture, but I'm satisfied with stopping here. Why don't we go home and rest up? We'll have to deal with Akechi-kun again tomorrow, after all.
True.
I have to agree. What will his next move be?
Guess we'll find out tomorrow.
Oh?
Wait. RPG? Yusuke's missing. Oh wait, he wanted to see Maruki, didn't he? Where'd he wander off to? Always doing whatever he pleases. Think he's still checking out all the festival stalls?
Let's head back.
Well, I'm sure he'll be fine. This is Yusuke we're talking about. Let's head home. Yeah, he wanted to see Maruki, didn't he? Oh my god. He has a bloody, like, hot dog thing for him. Excuse me, you are Dr. Takuto Maruki, correct? Oh no, he's got takoyaki to give him. Huh? Oh, yes. My name is Yusuke Kitagawa. I'm a student in the Fine Arts Division at Kosei High. I do apologize for interrupting your day, but ever since Ryuji and Arm first spoke of you, I've grown quite intrigued. Now, I wish to speak with you as well. Oh, Sakamoto-kun and Takamaki-san?
Quite.
Well, I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me. You're here about the counseling, correct?
Indeed.
Oh, God. Correct. Now, teach me how to unshackle the human heart and glimpse into its endless abyss.
Hold on.
Whoa, whoa, hold on there. How should I put this? Your enthusiasm is appreciated, but I suspect there's a huge misunderstanding about what I do. I apologize. I simply couldn't contain my excitement. Would you still permit me to witness your counseling skills in action? That's not really allowed.
How about it?
Oh, but how about this? Why not try out my counseling yourself instead? Me? Mm-hmm. Of course, there's no charge. All you'd have to do is chat with me for a bit.
Well then.
Very well. You and I shall go head to head. I'm not sure what you think happens in counseling, but there won't be any of that. I see. So you and Madarame-san's... It's in the past. How curious. I never imagined counseling to be like this. Well, I'd say this is less counseling and more about building a rapport. When someone first comes to see me, we always start with them telling me a bit about themselves. A method of self-reflection that relies on speaking with another person so as to sort through one's own emotions. That's rather similar to the internal cross-examination I perform when working on my art. There really shouldn't be any cross-examining in a proper counseling session, though. I just do my best to guide patients in a positive direction so they can improve their lives. At the very least, I talk them through their problems so they can make the correct choices for themselves.
I see.
I see. However, if you're the one leading them to their conclusions, are they truly making the choices for themselves? Isn't that just submitting to another person's will? In all honesty, I'm sure there are people out there who think that. But life in this world confines people to certain frames of mind sometimes, and without them even realizing it. If I can help lift the weight off their shoulders and free their minds, I believe the results are worth it.
Indeed. Thank you.
Thank you very much for speaking with me. This has been a most valuable experience.
Oh, yes.
Before you go, Kitagawa-kun, what would you say is your greatest wish in life at the moment? Would it be success as an artist? No, that's not it. The only desire I have for my art is for it to improve through my own efforts. I see. Then what would you wish for? I would wish for the world to see my mother's painting for the masterpiece that it is, no matter how briefly. And if at all possible, I would also wish to meet a wonderful master, one who would take me in and guide my brush with care. Ah, I see.
All right.
At any rate, I must be going now, so please excuse me. I hope we meet again someday. Okay, well, you got your counseling, Yusuke.
Well then.
Tomorrow's the moment of truth, Akechi's panel. Apologies for suddenly disappearing like that. The legend of the lost Inari has come to an end. Where the hell were you? Did you seriously get lost? I saw a man who resembled Dr. Baruki, so I went to see him. So he was there. Did you go to his counseling? Yes, it was certainly not what I was expecting. Once this is all over, I think I'd like to go to another session. Try not to cause him any trouble, alright? I'll do my best. Are you all at home? I'm at home. Are you still at school, Yusuke? No, I just got back to the dorm. I'm getting ready for bed. Already? Is that unusual? Tomorrow is Akechi-kun's panel after all. An early night means he'll be able to concentrate tomorrow. That's true. We'll need to stay focused tomorrow. We have to stay calm, no matter what he says. Right. I'll keep that in mind. It's really up to Makoto to get as much information as we can from Akechi. We'll have to make sure we don't miss anything. Okay, well there's apparently no going out this evening. Photo time! Photo time! This is when we're at the food stand. What food stand? That's noodles. That's not takoyaki. Man, even yakisoba looks high class when Haru's eating it. I mean, it doesn't look like she's eating yakisoba from the image. I don't know what she's eating. Please, you're exaggerating. I think this is my first time having yakisoba from a food stand, though. Oh, apparently she was, but it looked like it was just Fujaba. It was more delicious than I'd imagined. It was. It wasn't the instant stuff, but still good. Yeah, I don't know why, but food from a store is always weirdly tasty. Speaking of, where are the pictures of us, Arn? You got pics of us too, right? How about the one you took of RPG's Yakisoba with the big red mountain of ginger? Oh! No, that one went straight into the trash. I had dry seaweed all over my teeth. Gee, thanks. Thanks, Arn. Appreciate that. Right, well... No, I don't want to talk to Kat. What we can do is hope... Yes, okay, cool. I might as well read them. Yeah.
Hey!
We might as well read the last of the three. I mean, we're going to have to do this over 2 sessions, but we might as well start this because we need to read this. So, Reckless Casanova. We don't need the charm, but...
Make sure you close up.
Release all your shame and love fully with your heart and soul. But the tactics of the Casanovas in this book still work today. I wonder... Oh dear, Horny Cat has activated. A woman's heart is deep and ever-changing, like the colours of the autumn sky. Well, we didn't get to the end of the book because we can only do 2 chapters at most. Because of speed reader, so we'll finish it the next time we read it. 22% on the fan site. Apparently murderers deserve to die. Okay, cool.
We will now begin today's panel. Our guest of honor is Goro Akechi.
I feel kind of bad considering how many people have gathered. I'm sure you all would have been happier to have a singer or a mascot appear, wouldn't you say?
We'd appreciate
Speed
it if you
read.
could tell us about your experiences with the
Yes.
notorious Phantom Thieves.
Yes, we use the speed weed and we get through 2 chapters of the book. Yes. I'm glad you are well informed, Rex.
It'd be wonderful if you could let us hear more about your actual investigative process.
I'm not used to being the one interrogated, so please go easy on me.
How much do you think he knows?
Well, considering he literally saw us go into the metaverse at the start of the previous palace, I consider, or I believe, that he knows rather quite a bit.
He talks about the Phantom Thieves are dangerous, yet he says they haven't committed any murders. Either he has an idea who the true culprit is, or he has uncovered the identities of the Phantom Thieves.
Come on, Makoto. You gotta get it out of him.
As much as you're allowed to say, would you tell us how far along your investigation is on them?
Getting right to the point, I see. Well, if it's as much as I'm allowed to say, then everything on TV and the internet is all of it.
Oh god, flashy texture on the podium.
We don't have any leads yet, and the methods behind their crimes are still unclear.
I see. Even with this country's power, arresting them is proving to be difficult. Is that the case?
I wouldn't phrase it that way, but, well, something like that.
Thank you for answering that question. By the way, it seems you've denied a correlation between the Phantom Thieves and the murders. Why the sudden change? Until now, haven't you upheld your stance that the Phantom Thieves are dangerous? How are you so positive that they haven't committed murder?
Aren't you a little too comfortable interrogating people? Why, it's as if you're a prosecutor.
Excuse me. This is something I've personally been interested in, so I couldn't help it. But won't you tell us?
And your sister is a prosecutor, but you know.
What reason is there that you'd claim their innocence when you previously stated they were unjust?
Mako-chan's really pressing for an answer.
She's pelting him with questions.
Every person whose heart they changed have truly been criminals, including Okumura. Why then was he the only one who needed to be killed?
Why is that?
I must admit, I couldn't deduce a reason. That's why I believe that case should be thought of as if a different party is responsible. And if, this is all hypothetical, mind you, if the Phantom Thieves are the ones I know of, I can't possibly imagine they would kill anyone.
The ones I know of.
Your comment just now, does this mean the police have already identified who they are?
Oh, no. The police haven't gotten that far yet. But I have my own conclusions about the true identities of the Phantom Thieves.
He's gotta be bluffing.
Pipe down. He's lying, right? But if it's the truth,
You're not going to ask me who they are?
It may have repercussions on the investigation. Are you sure you can share that with us?
It's only my personal opinion, so announcing that here wouldn't pose a problem. However, there is a possibility that everyone present will hear the truth before the police or media.
the truth? What's he planning on saying?
That's quite the confidence you have. If you're so certain, then very well. I'd like to ask you then. Who do you think the Phantom Thieves are, Akechi-san?
I mean, she's got balls for asking. Just gonna say that.
That idiot!
No. There's no way he could have any evidence.
They're people you all know quite well. The identity of the Phantom Thieves are... it's mine. I apologize for the interruption, but I can't turn off my phone due to my job. Would you mind if I step away for about 10 minutes or so?
I'm terribly sorry, everyone, but we'll be taking a break. We'll resume the panel in 10 minutes.
Please don't troll me online for this interruption, okay?
It wasn't that funny.
Is there a room I may use?
There's the PE faculty office.
I want you to come too. There's a matter I want to discuss. Your friends from yesterday are here, aren't they? Can you bring them too, if that's all right?
It's a good thing she maybe turned the mic off, because imagine if they everyone else heard that.
Did you set this up?
We only have 10 minutes, you know.
Because he knows.
What do you want to talk about?
No.
He knows.
That's gotta be shopped! I have video footage too. Please, let's not feign ignorance. All of you can go to that other world too, yes?
Us too?
It's not just all of you. I am aware of that world too. I also know that when you traverse over there, your appearance changes as well. It's because of those mysterious powers, isn't it? I found out about that world about a month ago. This had been installed onto my phone without my knowledge. Dude, it's the nav. When the app activated on its own, the scenery around me suddenly changed. Quite frankly, I still can't believe it myself. But from the look of these photos, all of you seem quite used to it.
We've been listening to you blab on for a while now, but cut the delusional...
All of you are acting as Phantom Thieves in the metaverse.
Bingo.
I can say so with conviction because I have the same power as you.
No point denying it now.
So you admit it then. In all honesty, I've been curious about you since the time of the Madarame case. But to think it would end up like this.
We didn't kill anyone!
I believe that as well.
How can you be so sure?
Because I saw another. The real culprit.
For real?
Who was it?
I couldn't identify his face. He had a mask on, after all. Actually, when I took these photos, I entered that world too. That's when I saw someone else moving about, besides all of you. He shot at me the moment he noticed me.
That's who killed President Okumura?
Most likely. At the very least, I was almost killed by him. I can't die here. I need to determine the truth. When those thoughts overcame me, I awakened to that power. A most fortunate accident.
This guy has a persona too?
This cat.
Morgana's like,
I swear, it just talked.
Morgana, our teammate who taught us about the metaverse.
Really? This is unbelievable. But it is true that you know things that I don't. Say, Morgana, were you also the one who instructed them on how to change people's hearts? I experienced that world too. But I still haven't solved that mystery yet.
We go in the metaverse, or we call them palaces, to steal the core of their desires, their treasure. And those whose treasure has been stolen have a change of heart.
Ah. There's certainly no way anyone could figure out such an MO.
Anyways, back to what you were talking about. Are we in this mess because of that guy?
Although I don't completely understand the method, all you do is simply reform people. Someone else is behind the murders.
yeah, I like how he just pluralized. It's been one person that has died in the metaverse, Akechi, and you pluralized the word murder.
However, the police have decided that the Phantom Thieves did it. They'll arrest you at this rate.
They're going to treat me as my father's murderer?
I can't overlook such a grave mistake. Which is precisely why I want us to strike a deal. I may be able to save you from this situation.
A deal?
I would like you to cooperate with me on investigating the truth.
And if we decline?
And I think I'll have to inform the police about all of you, along with that video I mentioned.
Hey, welcome back, Frost.
This ain't no deal, it's blackmail!
Say what you will. This is the method that I believe is correct.
Yes, I went to Jazz Club and we got Futaba's support plus skill, where she's going to basically use moral support more often now. Yes. I think that was the last week we had to go, right? It was just the once more.
The justice I uphold will not tolerate criminals who kill people at their leisure.
Justice.
You've heard that Sai-san is the one spearheading the investigation about you Phantom Thieves, correct? The higher-ups are concerned only with settling the case. They want to capture the culprits behind the psychotic breakdown incidents and end the commotion. Those are the ones who are putting pressure on Sai-san. I can only imagine her impatience.
What of evidence that we did it? How do they intend on proving it?
Even if there's no objective explanation to the method, it's over once causality is established. Sai-san can't make rational judgments at the moment. If she were to be cornered, well, she may even make up a confession.
Make it up?
So, they're gonna make it all our fault? Just because they feel like it?
We haven't killed anyone, though! And we're still going to be arrested?
You'll be found guilty if you're caught, and it will be treated as a very serious crime.
Bullshit! None of that makes any sense!
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do alone anymore to stop the flow of things.
And that's why you want our cooperation.
Yes. In return, I'll turn a blind eye to what you've done. Those are my conditions. That said, I ask that you disband the Phantom Thieves after this.
What should we do about Akechi-san's proposal?
You're demanding a lot.
I see. I thought I was making a lot of concessions myself. Well, you don't have to decide at the moment. Considering this is you we're talking about, I believe you'll come to a favorable reply. I'm glad we could talk. It's been a while since I've been able to spend such a meaningful time like this.
Yes, we're all thrilled to have spent some time with you.
I look forward to your answer. It was definitely worth coming today, for various reasons. We should be getting back. About that, I'm sorry. Would it be acceptable if we ended the panel here? The reason why you called for me in the first place was because you wanted intel, correct? My business is concluded as well.
I'll deal with it somehow.
Damn it! He had complete control over us!
Hey, they're going.
Oh, Trippy. The Trippy drugs are kicking in.
I'm sorry about the sudden break. An urgent task came in. So, I truly apologize about this, but I'll have to end things here today.
To make up for the time that was planned for this panel, the Rakugo Research Club will instead be...
I can't say anything in detail regarding the Phantom Thieves investigation, but I feel another great stride will occur again soon. I hope you all continue to pay attention to what happens.
Let's have a big round of applause for today's guest, Goro Akechi.
Was that really our best course of action?
He totally used Makoto's suggestion against us.
Indeed. We intended to get intel out of him, but to think it would play out like this.
So what? We'll just accept his deal?
He's got evidence on us. We really don't have a choice.
Damn it! What are we gonna do?
Calm down, Ryuji.
How am I supposed to calm down? What are we gonna do?
What's done is done. We'll have to cool our heads and think more on this. We must make up our minds by the time he contacts us again.
We need to give this a lot of thought.
There isn't really anything to think. He literally has evidence on us. We have no choice but to accept the offer. That's literally it.
Similar occurrences followed in succession
Oh,
earlier
this is a
this
good part.
spring. Although things have quieted down until recently, several incidents have occurred once again. Furthermore, new information has come to light about the suspect who suffered sudden mental shutdown. He had received a calling card from the Phantom Thieves.
Why did Futaba have something like this?
Oh dear.
If a calling card was delivered, we can only assume that the Phantom Thieves are behind it. If so, those occurrences back in spring can be attributed to them as well. Moreover...
I knew it. She's... Oh, God.
It's not what you think, Coffee Dad.
The post-festival party is about to begin in the gymnasium. Please join us, everybody.
Post-festival party? I thought this thing was over.
Yeah, me too.
Nobody invited you to it, so let's just go home.
Huh?
Oh, hi, Kasumi.
Senpai, aren't you going to the post-festival party?
No. I was about to head out.
Since we've run into each other on our own, why not go together? People say these kinds of events should be enjoyed with others, so let's go have some fun.
Do I have to? God damn it. Okay, I have to.
It seems like it's already begun. Let's get in there, Senpai!
Okay, well this is obviously new. This wasn't in vanilla. Because Kasumi's involved.
And now, it's time for your favorite Shuji tradition, the Student Sharing Special! But before that, we've decided to change things up this year. We've got a huge surprise for you all. Members of the dance club, come on down.
Oh, they're wearing the like outfits kind of similar to the Persona dancing games. Okay, well this is new.
Just standing around while everyone dances is embarrassing. Senpai, let's do it!
I mean, if you can call what everyone else is doing dancing, then sure, okay. Come on, God. Let's bust a move! Oh damn, we got some moves.
Very impressive, Senpai.
Oh no.
Hey, you're Yoshizawa-san, right? The first year? We've got a little favor to ask you.
Got it. I'm in. Senpai, I'll be back soon. They've asked me to help them with something.
Okay.
Just wait here and watch what happens.
Sure. Anime? What? Oh, okay. Well, she's obviously going to start dancing then. Okay. Very clearly.
Huh? Yo, who's that? Huh?
I mean, the song doesn't slap as much as the first one did, but... Loki reminds me of Rai's avatar, to be fair. Yeah, because Rai has red hair, yeah. Morgana get in the back. I know, right? Why is he out now? Okay, so apparently she's really graceful at dancing, but she sucks at being a gymnast. Guess you can't have it both ways. No, Kasumi, we're not romancing you. Get bent. I already picked who I'm romancing. I left the party with Kasumi to cool off for a bit outside.
That was so exhausting, but what a blast! I feel like I danced my heart out back there.
I could tell.
Thank you.
Wow, that dance was amazing.
I know, right? I was totally blown away.
I like how they're all complimenting her for like the dance, but then they're all ragging on her about her gymnastics, and her honor student status got revoked, so she clearly wasn't very good. Also, have you got a new phone yet?
It's my dad. He's telling me to come home before it gets too late. Sorry to leave you like this, but I have to get going.
Be careful heading home.
I will. Please excuse me.
Okay, bye.
The post-festival party was so much fun, especially with you. See you soon.
Okay, bye, I'm going home. Finally. The gym's quieted down, looks like the dance is over. I ought to head home. Yes, we should have done that, like, already, but... The post-festival party is about to begin. Would you like to go together? So this is what was supposed to happen in the original game. But of course, because they added Kasumi. So apparently the post-festival party hasn't begun, but we all know they has, so yeah. They obviously missed this. You went with Makoto because you maxed her? Oh, okay. Well, that's fine, because obviously Haru is our romance option, so... Post-festival party is about to begin. Would you like to go together? I tried to think about what happened earlier, but that hasn't got me nowhere. So I could use a change of pace. How about it? Looks like I've received some messages. Oh, Ryuji wants to hang out. Go with the boys. We can't really decide on what Akechi was saying anyways. I'm still pretty pissed though. Well, Mishima's here with me. You should join us. Who should I go to the post-festival party with? Well, considering... trust you. I don't think I've actually picked Ryuji and Mishima before. I think I must have gone with Makoto previously in the females are all the same. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I've actually chose this. And we didn't hang out with them at the beach, did we? We hung out with Makoto at the beach. The boys is that okay? Well, come on. We neglected them at the beach in Hawaii. We'll hang out with them now. Sure. I'll be there. All right, let's get our mind off this shit. See you at the gym. I should head to the gym. Okay. We're about to head home, and it's like, no.
All right, that was a great performance by the dance club. Everybody give them another round of applause.
That sucked.
And now it's time for your favorite Shujin tradition, the student sharing special. Round of applause, everyone.
They're doing this again?
All right, because I remember this. Actually, no, I remember doing this with Haru, I think, previously. I thought it was Makoto. I think I did this with Haru in OG.
All right, who has something to say? Anyone? Anyone?
Over here! Over here! This guy's got something.
Did he just put Mishima in it?
Where is this guy?
Okay, I'm all for this.
I can't seem to find him. Oh well. Blondie, step on up here.
Oh, right. It sucks to be you, Ryuji.
What?
This is karma.
Exactly.
Come, everyone's waiting.
Get up on stage, Ryuji.
Damn it.
And what is your name?
Sakamoto.
Ah, Sakamoto-kun. You look like someone filled to the brim with pent-up anger towards society.
Oh, wow, you know him so well.
Anyway, on with the show. What would you like to share with us today, Sakamoto-kun? Sakamoto-kun?
Huh?
What's this? Our Sakamoto-kun may look tough, but it turns out he has a nasty case of stage fright. Here, I'll give you a question.
I'm sure anyone else would be in the same scenario. Like, I would be, like, shitting a brick. I literally wouldn't know what to say.
Do you think the Phantom Thieves are really Shujin students? Huh?
Man, he's going in for the kill.
We're all dying to know what Akechi-kun was going to say about their true identities. So, are they from Shujin? What do you think, Sakamoto-kun?
Ryuji's in trouble. He might accidentally spill the beans about the Phantom Thieves. I need to change the subject.
So, you know...
Is it this one? Is it this one? Is it? Do I poke fun at his hair? Do I make him angry? Oh, the girlfriend one. Really? Oh, okay, well. I was hoping that he'd get angry and start... Oh, okay. You have a girlfriend?
What?
Oh, wait. He thinks that we're asking if... Oh, God. Wait. Is it gonna play out that they think Joker's interested in Ryuji?
Who would be interested in that?
Oh, God, dude.
Dick. You over there. Would you like to join in?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, crap. Oh, shit. That was me talking about karma, and there I go again.
Well then, come on up.
Uh-oh.
What would you like to share with us today?
I have a bombshell? Is it this one? Okay. I have a bombshell!
The hell?
What are you gonna say? What should I shout? What? Oh, come on! Why would I say Makoto? I have prime to do this. I'm picking Ryuji. I love you, Ryuji Sakamoto! Are you stupid? I don't need that label on me. I won't be able to come back here tomorrow. Is there anything colder than this? Come on, just quit it, please.
Excuse me? Do you have anything?
Oh, really?
Well, I guess that's the end of that. Let's move on to the next person, shall we?
God damn it.
Let's give him a nice round of applause.
I wanted to say the thing.
Sakamoto-kun. Turns out you're just a big chicken, huh?
Well, Mishima got off lightly.
I'm gonna kill you if you don't shut it.
I miss that shy Ryuji. Oh god, that's a he Mishima off the roof.
No! I can't stop laughing.
Dude. By the way, I would have been totally effed if you hadn't said something. Thanks.
I mean, I basically almost put you in it, but...
You mean you were nervous? But you're the brilliant Sakamoto.
I should have put Mishima on stage. Exactly. Well, that was the plan. That was the plan, because Ryuji was like, hey, yeah, this guy. But he didn't, like, actually say yeah. And I obviously just picked him out, but... I hope you're doing well, Link. Nice to see you.
Damn it, I'm going home.
You're gonna get punched, Mishima. You're going to get punched in the face.
Oh, yeah, this ain't really the best way of thanking you, but, here, take this.
You're a dependable friend. Ah, I said he was dependable and we got relationship points. Even though I'm max with Ryuji, but fine. Damn it. Ryuji dog? SP item. Okay.
We're knee-deep in shit dealing with Akechi, and he gets to just laugh his ass off.
Yep.
Huh. I'm kinda jealous.
I know that feeling.
Later.
Oh, wait!
Okay, it's fine. It's passed. The moment has passed, Mishima. It has passed. Haven't a lot of people been losing their minds lately? Yeah, there's been a sudden increase. I bet it's because of that fan site. I heard the victims were on the rankings there. We should really be blaming the people who requested it. Max Millman and Robbie Damon may be coming to Australia next year. Oh, nice! Well, that's awesome. You get to have Ryuji and Akechi in Aussie land. Are you gonna go? Are you gonna go and see them if they do then, or is that the plan? And hey, Futaba. Oh yes. Oh, this. Yes. Okay. This. Yeah.
You took off somewhere during the festival, huh? I tried to find you, but I gave up pretty quickly.
It'd be cool if they do. You could tell us all about it.
Futaba? What are you doing here in front of the store?
I needed to calm my brain. My thoughts were getting out of hand. Not just Akechi, but other stuff too. We're in deep trouble unless we can do something soon. But anyway, I was just thinking about going inside, so your timing is perfect. Let's go.
I just realized I missed Inari being Inari.
The mass media has been causing quite a commotion lately. No countermeasure for the Phantom Thieves, the sorry state of the police, destruction of safety. They're saying whatever they want. So, how's the investigation progressing? Any clues yet?
Nothing that leads to a firm conviction yet.
What's going on here? Didn't you say that you were sure about closing this case? And I thought I told you that failure won't be tolerated. Well, troublesome. If things continue at this rate, never mind a promotion. We'd have to let you go entirely.
I love how quickly he flipped, huh? It's like, oh, well, there'll be a promotion in it for you. It's literally like a couple days since their last meeting. Well, I guess we'll have to let you go then if you're not making any progress.
But sir...
I had high expectations for you, but it seems this task was too much to handle for someone so young.
I know, how dare she not have the information immediately? How dare you? How dare you, Sai-san?
We may need to reform the operation as well, since the selected personnel for this...
Please, let me see this through to the end. This case is something that I've always...
I know that you've been at this for a while now, even before the police spared us the staff for it. If you can manage an arrest, I've made special arrangements so that you can question them personally. That's what you want, isn't it? The leadership of this country is about to change. We can't let this case carry over into their term. I'll make myself clear again. Failure isn't an option. We need results.
I understand.
You're allowed to take some bold measures if you need to. We need good results, no matter what. Oh, one more thing. If the unexpected happens to occur, contact me immediately.
To you, sir?
I said that failure isn't an option, didn't I? Yes.
Oh, that portrait change.
Everything is proceeding as planned.
It looks great, mate.
We're home!
Oh boy.
Sojiro?
I was cleaning up and found this. This is a calling card, right? I read about it online, too.
You went into my room without my permission?
Such a hard scene to watch. I just want to hug Futaba. Yeah, it is.
I'll apologize as much as you want later. So, what is this?
That's...
Is it something to get flustered over? I knew it. This isn't just some game you're playing. Why aren't you saying anything?
Why did you keep it? I mean, it was memorable.
Explain.
Explain.
Can't tell me?
Explain. Hey, if this keeps up, Futaba's...
Don't blame Futaba.
Oh? I'll get right to the point. Is this a real one? Did they trigger a change of heart in you? How about it?
Ever since Mom died, there was no exit. I was trapped in a labyrinth of my heart. I knew I had to leave it, but I couldn't do it by myself.
Futaba. Here, sit down. I can at least listen to what you have to say.
The Phantom Thieves saved me. They stole my messed up heart.
Yeah, she struggled for so long, so...
It's the same as Mom's research. They changed my cognition.
Seriously? Wakaba's research about altering one's cognition. I wondered about it myself, too, but still.
When did you notice?
When she said she was going to go to the beach out of nowhere. Even the doctors had thrown in the towel. At first, I just chalked it up as other kids being a better support for you than any adult.
Yes, give Futaba all the cuddles, all the hugs.
But as I kept watching the tabloid shows here day in and day out, a thought crossed my mind. I thought your case kind of seemed similar to what these Phantom Thieves were doing.
Wow.
I'm still your guardian, you know. I'd never overlook such a drastic change in your behavior.
Sojiro.
But to think that Wakaba's research and the Phantom Thieves changing hearts were about the same thing. Back in the day, I used to be a government official. My job was to be the bridge between the country and the lab that Wakaba worked at. It's around that time that I got to know her. She said something odd when we were out drinking. That one of these days, she might die a bizarre death. Who wouldn't take that as a joke? I just laughed it off. But it happened exactly as she said. If anything were to happen to you, I'd feel like I let her down. There's something I want to ask you.
RPG.
Judging from your attitude, you knew about this calling card, didn't you? You should have known that Futaba had a change of heart through the Phantom Thieves as well. Is there a connection between you and them? The first incident of a change of heart was a teacher at your school. The kid who brought that painting here was a pupil of that artist who had a change of heart, wasn't he? And then there's Futaba. You always seem to be linked to these incidents somehow. Got anything to say?
You're sharp.
You think this is a game?
No.
You know what people call them? Criminals. Why did you introduce such dangerous people to Futaba?
That's not true! I asked them! That's why he saved me! He stole my heart!
Asked? Stole? Wait, are you saying that he's the one who changed your heart? He doesn't just deal with the Phantom Thieves, he's actually one of them? You're pulling my leg, aren't you?
I'm a Phantom Thief.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we could have just said I'm the leader, yeah.
You really are a Phantom Thief? Oh, for crying out loud.
It would have been, yeah, I mean, we could have just owned up and said, yeah, I'm like the leader, but...
Sojiro!
So, basically, I've been sheltering a Phantom Thief for the last 6 months. And on top of that, Futaba's involved too. What the hell?
I want to find the culprit who killed my mom!
Wait, killed?
She was killed! I remember it now!
Stop this nonsense!
Why won't you believe me? Are you the same as everyone else? Didn't you know already? The way Mom died wasn't normal! Didn't you notice that her research was stolen by someone? Sojiro!
When she passed away, I did think it was odd. It was awfully fishy. But what could I do? All I was able to do was run from it all. Run away, hide, and end up here as some old guy running a cafe. To be frank, I took you in for my own good. Like it'd somehow make up for what I'd done. It's basically my fault that you got burdened with all this crap.
It's not your fault, Sojiro.
I acted all big, lectured, even yelled at you kids. And I end up getting consoled by her. God, real pathetic, aren't I?
It's not true.
I mean, the one who killed Mom's the one at fault.
I see. Don't worry. Even if you are the real Phantom Thieves, I have no intention of reporting or kicking you out.
This is why Sojiro, Coffee Dad, is best friend.
I mean, who would believe such a story?
I mean, currently the police would believe anything.
Unless they catch you red-handed, it's impossible to explain that you're the Phantom Thief.
Yeah, thanks, Daddy. On this day, Brojiro earned his bro status, yes.
Let me just say one thing, though. Immediately back out of a fight that you can't win.
What do you mean?
Don't you get it? If, by chance, you pissed off the same guys that killed Wakaba, then they're not someone that kids like you can deal with. Listen to reason, all right?
I mean, there's some logic, though, so...
We're done talking about this. Come on. Time to eat. All that yelling's gotten me hungry.
Yes, more curry! Let's go!
Phew. If he turned us in, that would have jeopardized our operation. Still, we should tell the others about what just happened.
Coffee Dad, best dad, yes.
Oh, I'm tired.
Have some ramen, you'll be fine. What? He knows everything? You gotta be fucking kidding me! Wait, you okay? Did he report you anything? We likely won't be receiving these messages if RPG was not okay. I had a feeling that Boss was no ordinary man. But he didn't recommend you turned yourself in, did he? I think in that case we can consider him a new ally. I'm more curious about what he mentioned to you. You mean how our enemy might be the same people who targeted Futaba's mother? Ryuji said it, I know. Oh god, yes, he said it! He actually said he dropped the F-bomb. About time. Dude, I didn't even realize that. I literally just read it without even thinking. Yes. That is true, yeah, I can't believe I missed that. Wow. Like, Ryuji has literally been saying every other curse word under the sun, but he literally refused to say the F-bomb. Until just now. My goodness. Yes, she was killed by mental shutdown, the same method used by the culprit we pursue now. Wait a second though, didn't you say Boss had to run from it all? Does that mean someone was trying to stop the news from getting out? Who could do that? Who do you think the culprit could be? A government official. Ain't you letting your imagination run wild a bit? But it would make sense. Wait a sec, if you're right, then wouldn't the police be working for him too? That's not impossible. This is getting too big for me to even think about. Can we really win this?
We're gonna win, no matter what.
Well, Futaba is determined, at least. I guess the chief had an inkling after all. Okay, well, we can't go nowhere because Cat is lying down. Hello, Futaba.
Sorry.
It's my fault. All this happened because I kept the calling card. It's so late already. Is Sojiro still awake? This is kind of awkward. Go home or he'll worry. I'm gonna go home. Night. Could I have just gone to bed with Futaba standing there? Sleep over with Futaba. I mean, I could have said to her to sleep on the sofa, but I feel like it wouldn't have worked. Could I have just gone to bed with Futaba standing there? I feel that would have been so weird if she's just standing there and I'm just like, yeah, okay, night. Well, we can't do nothing, so let's do a save because I haven't actually dropped a save in like a few days. Where's the time? I'm looking at the wrong place. What time? I think verbal backseats you into talking to. Oh, okay. God damn. Backseating kitty. Yep, let's go to bed.
That concludes the speech given by Representative Masayoshi Shido, who may be forming a new party.
There's so much voice acting in this bit.
We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves, the suspects for Mr. Okumura's death and others. The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitives, and have decided to reward anyone with information leading to the capture of the Phantom Thieves.
Look.
Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen.
So you know how you said you weren't gonna dub us in, Dad? Yes, Masayoshi Shido. Call Haru's fiance, tell him he can have his football. Oh no.
And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become. Reward money will be supplied by the police and the families of the victims. Further,
If I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen for it.
Don't do it! Don't do it! Only if we get caught.
I hope you understand the situation you're in. Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for the Phantom Thieves.
That's true, yeah. We should turn Mishima in so we can get Haru's.
And it'll happen every day, even at school. Why did this happen?
I didn't know it would.
I see. Well, how do I put this?
I mean, it's not much of a defense, but literally, we had no idea. There was no way we could possibly have known it was going to turn out like this, so...
I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my responsibility that this happened.
No, it's not.
All I can do now is give you shelter. Just don't become desperate and do something reckless, all right?
Believe in me.
I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
I feel bad about what we've done to the chief. I'm responsible too.
Did you see that reward? Perhaps we put too much pressure on them.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Coffee Dad, best dad. Yes.
With this, the Phantom Thieves have become public enemy #1. Exactly. That will be when their curtain falls.
Hey, great!
Can't believe how big the bounty is. We should have the Phantom Thieves ourselves. Akechi suggested they go to the school, right? Yeah, but let's not. There's been too many mental shutdowns as it is. It'll probably be the end of us if we start sniffing around now. But 30 million yen, man. Just let me dream a little. I mean, it's a lot of money. Yo, you see the news? I had braced myself for this possibility. Actually, having a wanted notice out for us feels kind of weird. I'm not sure we're gonna get away this time. Our back's truly against the wall now. Discussing it here won't do us any good though. Let's talk more in person.
We're wanted now. And the reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book? It feels so unrealistic I can't help but laugh.
We're finally being treated as actual criminals.
I'm positive now. Remember all of those what-ifs I mentioned before? All of this was truly set up. How President Okumura ranked first, the Fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura. Yeah.
No, Ryuji, it is a video game, not a comic book. Yes, thank you for making that distinction, Link. Yes, you are correct.
The enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start, after we gained popularity.
Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
No. Because of Yusuke and I, the Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida, too? Considering what happened with the rankings, only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
What a cheap trick to use.
Cheap? It's nothing of the sort. There's the fake Medjed and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the fat around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target. Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end. And there was that thing with Haru at the time. How are we supposed to ignore that, huh?
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal.
Yeah, I know. It's like he's getting mad, but then he literally agreed, just like everyone. It was based on a unanimous decision, Yusuke. You can't just like separate yourself from this now.
All I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly.
Haru?
I mean, we literally couldn't anyway, because like I said, Haru was literally going to get, like, I don't know, sold off into her new family, and the fiancé was going to treat her like shit.
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it! This is bullshit! God! Fuck!
You already said the F word, you might as well say it again.
Ryuji! Taking out your frustration on things doesn't help anyone.
Hey, what do you think? Why did we lose? What did we do wrong?
I don't know.
It's probably because we weren't acting like ourselves.
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
Yeah, that really is it. I was so caught up in making a name for ourselves. I'm such an idiot! I became a phantom thief because I hated those same kinds of adults!
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong, that our eyes had become clouded.
We were meant to be the righteous phantom thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause.
I'm so irritated with myself. Makoto.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too! But still, it's so damn frustrating! Of course I want to do something about this!
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate. However, we have no idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they can go so far.
Are we really a match for this?
Should we end this now? I mean, things might get worse for everyone.
Hey, what should we do?
We haven't lost yet.
Yeah. Running away with our tails between our legs is exactly what they want. We'd be dumping everything we stand for just to save our own asses.
I see.
I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this. Absolutely not like this.
Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it.
Yeah.
Well, we still have to give our answer to a certain pleasant boy.
Hey, it's me.
Have you calmed down?
About me yelling earlier,
happened and the added bounty, it all felt like such bullshit. I lost it. I'm sorry.
I know how you feel.
You too? It is confusing. We're wanted criminals now. Maybe I haven't changed at all since that time we went up against Kamoshida. I wanted to be a Phantom Thief because I thought even someone like me could be a hero. It made me so happy to be depended on. Guess it all went straight to my head. I thought I could do anything if it was for justice, but that'd make me no different from our targets. I called them shitbags, but I must be the shittiest of shitbags. I can't even joke about it.
You are the shittiest of shitbags, Ryuji. You gonna give up?
You're right. I can start by changing who I am now. Thanks. I feel like I can think straight now. Oh, I scared Haru and Futaba, didn't I? I'll have to apologize to them soon. See ya.
I got a message from Akechi-kun. He wants us to gather at LeBlanc tomorrow after school. Who does he think he is, trying to boss us around like that? Tomorrow? That's sudden. This is directly after the reward announcement. There must be a calculated reason for this too. We'll be okay, right? We'll manage. Yeah, we're going to overcome this together. Regardless, I don't want anyone disturbing our pace anymore. Let's go about this calmly. Well, see you all tomorrow.
We've reached a crucial moment. There's no point fretting about it now, though. Let's just stay calm and wait for tomorrow.
Who died? I made a catch with the leader. I know. Well, I mean, technically, he's got all the cards, hasn't he? He's got the dirt on us, and if we don't agree to help him, then he's just going to turn us into the police. So you just have to let him play leader now.
Okay.
We can't let things in here. We need to figure out who's behind everything. And I can't go out. So it's time to finish reading book.
Hey!
We have one more 3 book, which is this one.
Make sure you close up.
Okay. The first encounter is much like a fragile egg. You must incubate it with the heat of romance. What the fuck is this line? Would the tactics of the Casanovas in this book still work today, I wonder? Not if you're saying shit like that. Sorry. It is such a cheesy book, I know. So you'd finished reading Reckless Casanova. Casanova? Seems to me he was more like a shameless pervert than a stud. Wow. Okay, Cat, chill. Well, at least you've learned more about the nuances of sex appeal. Great. It's what every single boy wants. Oh. Shameless pervert. It was about Kamoshida. I know, right? You have to incubate the egg of love in the heat of romance. It's like, what?
An issue in which criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone.
Hello, Shido.
Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures, but their actions are too little, too late. The government as it stands has been left behind the times. It is obsolete.
Go back to the bookstore? Okay, if we get a chance, I will, yeah.
We don't have to go down with a sinking ship. We have the power to change this.
You know what? I don't have the money, Frost. I literally have like 3. I'm back to being 4K Lumi. You know how I said I would never be 4K Lumi? I'm actually under 4K at the minute. I'm back. I'm back, baby.
Let us end this chaos through my hands and yours.
Well, it's less than 4K now, Link. Skill issue? Get out of it.
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
I mean, I think we're going in. Are we not going into the palace like now? Is that not what we do now?
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
2 days. Oh. Because I thought we'd go in straight after chatting with Akechi, but I guess not.
Politics just never interested me before. But this politician seems pretty amazing. He's passionate and thinks of the future. I mean, someone like that should be prime minister. I'm definitely voting for him.
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other politician seems so unreliable.
I thought this thing was a thing of the past. Apparently not. Apparently me being 4K Lumi was not a thing of the past.
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you, what exactly do you intend us to do?
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee first?
Do you see Boss anywhere?
Quit effing around!
Please keep this short.
Yeah, I'll do my next playthrough. I'll literally just be 4K Lumi. Yes.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant.
Oh no.
Those are quite desperate measures.
Now, 4K Kun. I literally, they refer to me as 4K Kun in school. It's like, no. Why?
I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. I assume all of you are at your wits' end as well. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
Remember, the Yusuke Loan Shark service is still open for business. Oh god. I do not want to have to rely on Inari for payments. No. I'm gonna have to pose nude for him. That's how I pay him back.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
Yusuke approves of it. Yes, that's what he wanted all along. He wanted me to strip in the church. He literally tried to get me to strip in the church on Tuesday, doing the Passion of Christ, and also doing like the pose of him on the cross whilst naked. And it's like, he lends me money, he gets to see me naked. It's a win-win.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace.
Huh? Really?
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's recklessness?
Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
Well, that makes things a bit more,
You saying the police would do such a thing?
It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
No!
They're completely rotten.
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
So that's why...
I was playing Beat Saber, so I decided to put on a Lizzo song to motivate me to do something. Oh, you've got Beat Saber. Oh, cool. I've never owned a VR headset. I've got the Switch. I've got Zumba. I've got Ring Fit Adventure and I've got Zumba. So I need to start getting back into that. So if I want like a lesser workout, I could just do some Ring Fit Adventure. But if I want to try to work up a little bit of a sweat, I can put on some like low intensity Zumba and try doing that. And even then, I'm just like flailing around. But still, I mean, as long as you're moving, you're burning stuff. So yeah, trying to watch me trying to do Zumba is kind of like it's a sight to behold.
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
I mean, I guess I can understand how you feel.
And changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen? I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves. So how about it? Will you agree to my plan?
Makoto so wide-eyed, she's like, oh shit, my sister.
Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth. There is also one more merit in changing Sai-san's heart. She'll be a fine warning to others not to meddle with you any further.
Yeah, but if we're disbanding after this like you wanted us to, why the hell does it matter?
They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
What do you mean?
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
As expected from Onijima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
Akechi read the script beforehand. I know. He clearly did.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek justice?
Because of sickening human beings. Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice.
Morgana gets a chair, but Joker, Akechi, and Nanahori have to stand. I know, right? Why is the cat more important than me?
It isn't some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty ideal.
Morgana could have sat on someone's lap.
It's simply an absurd grudge. And extremely personal. Dude.
You know, doesn't he remind you of us?
You think?
I can't really explain it.
You know whose lap he would have chosen, of course. Lady Arn.
But I guess it's how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
We're similar, Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all. Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sai-san's heart?
We don't have a choice.
Thanks. I was actually rather worried there. This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out. I pray it does.
Mako-chan.
I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, but the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping I wouldn't have to resort to it, though. I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Why didn't you tell us?
It was too selfish of a reason. Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Why don't we try going there now to scope the place out? A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans today.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Will you tell your sister about this?
Of course not. It's just...
You seem awfully evasive today. Is something the matter?
I just can't make time today.
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Begone, pleasant boy.
Wasn't Makoto acting a bit weird?
This is about her sister.
Well, I guess that can't be helped. Regardless, it all starts tomorrow. I hope this goes well.
Oh, back to the future. Back to present day.
A palace? In me? Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice? And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case? That can't be. I mean, he never said a word. Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a phantom thief? If this is all true, I was out of the loop the entire time I led the investigation. What a joke. So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation?
That's not all.
Hmm? No. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Did Makoto come up with that speculation? Perhaps I'm overthinking things. Hey!
Fumi-kun!
You need to keep your focus. It seems you're completely worn out.
I mean, they did, like, you know, beat the shit out of me and drug me, so...
But the look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that?
Justice wins in the end.
I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk. When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor. However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No, most likely from the start. I was a mere puppet. Someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you.
Sai is slowly starting to accept the truth. I feel like my bond is growing deeper.
All right.
Rank 6.
No, I'm jumping to conclusions.
God damn it.
I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to confirm with you. Was a change of heart triggered in me? What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
Summary of the story up to this point has been updated.
What's this favor you need? It's late already.
We'll be going to Nijima's palace, so I want to look into her. Things like her work ethic and relationships. It doesn't matter whether it's public or private. Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace.
I can look up more, you know. Stuff like her repertoire of underwear.
No, that's quite alright. We don't need to know what size she is. Thank you, Futaba.
A girl shouldn't say things like that. You tell her too.
That's impressive. What else can you dig up? Don't do that.
I thought you'd like that.
I'm just... Thanks.
Ahem. Also, I may be overthinking it, but my voice... Ow!
What about her sister?
Same as always.
Let me finish first! There's something else we want you to look into.
Oh no, the drugs are obscuring what they're saying, god damn it. Futaba, if we wanted that information, we could have asked Makoto. Well, We could have asked Makoto. We probably would have got a firm slap around the chops. But Futaba could technically do it under the radar, though. So you would ask Futaba to do that, but we're not, because we're not perverts. Simple. Now for today's train news. If Makoto didn't give us a right hook, well, yeah, I mean, you know, if you want it, because you'll get a fist of justice to the face, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that's gonna smart. First off, the investigation team has announced new progress in the search for the Phantom Thieves. Secondly, the opposition party has submitted a vote of no confidence regarding the current cabinet. That, along with legislator Shido's plan for a new party, has sparked fears of governmental disbandment. Where are we meeting today? Oh right, we were never told where to meet up. At the courthouse. Where's that? Hint, the government office district. Kasumi Gaseki. Indeed. Oh, I've never heard of that place. Never been there though. Me neither. Oh, I've heard of that place. Never been there though. Me neither. It's not somewhere normal people usually go. Whoa, just looking at the map is impressive. The police department, Ministry of Justice, Public Prosecutor's Office, and Public Security. The Dyer building is right near there too. For real? What kind of scary place are we going to? We won't get caught, right? According to Akechi-kun, our identities haven't been discovered yet. So we are just going to plunge headfirst into enemy territory. Has anyone contacted Akechi? We're going to meet him there. Be on guard, everyone. We'll be heading to a lion's den. Oh boy.
So this is the courthouse. You can tell it's a revolting building just by looking at it. Let's hurry up and get started. Akechi, what did you find out?
I rarely get to see Sai-san directly, but I figured out her course of action. On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy, as well as the Sakura residence.
Yeah, it's just perched on the parking meter. Yeah, that's a big ass parking meter, yeah. So we got until the 20th of November.
Real?
Wow, she said for real.
Then that means our time limit is November 20th.
Still, there will be quite a bit of red tape involved. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th.
We'll take your word. For now, we need to focus on infiltrating her palace.
I know, she stole that's the whole reason Ryuji exists, and she stole the thing. She stole the thing that he says.
I concur. And we should probably get going soon. After all, people like us standing around here is quite unnatural. Well then?
That's...
Huh? What about my smartphone?
Yoink! Quick, throw it! Throw it, Futaba! Yeet it!
This is the model I wanted! You're so lucky!
I'm so sorry. Until recently, Futaba was actually well...
It's okay. Sai-san told me the gist.
Oh, right. Akechi-kun, it may be best if you exchange contact info with everyone, too. Not just me.
That's true.
Ooh! I'll send everyone's contacts to you later.
Thanks. Well then, I hope we get along. I'll do my best.
Joker can send everyone. Yeah, exactly. I can do it. I've had his number for the longest. I had it longer than you, Makoto. I can do it.
You've got a good personality and good looks. Talk about cheating.
She's praising you, I believe.
Then shall we get started?
Okay, apparently he doesn't know what a compliment is.
We need to figure out what Makoto Sis thinks this courthouse is, right?
I often hear her call it a place of competition in which she must always win.
A competition, huh? That sounds like Sai-san.
It'd be unbearable if we were put on trial for a reason like that. Although, a competition means it's a match of some sort. Might it be a martial arts ring?
Conditions have not been met. Then perhaps a stadium?
Or maybe an arena?
There are other competitions besides fighting and sports.
Gambling, then.
How about a racetrack for horses? Other than that, there's pachinko, but does that count as gambling?
We played cards during the school trip.
What else is there? It must be a casino.
I definitely see Sai-san in you.
I mean, they are sisters, so yeah. Duh. Oh dear.
Well, it's time we head in then.
Beginning navigation.
Do we get the cool music straight away? Oh, so anime! We get anime first, then we get awesome music.
Head right past there and keep a low profile.
This is probably my favorite
That's
palace
it.
theme of the whole
Huh.
game.
What's going on here?
We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we?
Seems like it.
Let's go.
Right.
Oh, we spoke. Whim's face, yes. It's so good. I honestly don't care that it's like on repeat. They only have like a snippet and then it's on repeat. I don't care. Hello, casino! No, goddammit, I was gonna kick it straight away. Damn it! I forgot this bit.
Courthouse is a casino.
Put the starlight outfit on Joker for the boss. We might have to.
Everywhere else seems to be a normal cityscape.
Isn't that...
The police station, yes. I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Oh, we can put it on Akechi? Oh, okay.
Our attire hasn't changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or hostiles yet.
Yes, time to get those cat gems ready. Why does it say noir in here?
Right. Areas outside her courthouse palace must not be worthy of her attention.
Oh, it's like, oh, but who do we swap out though? Who do we have in the party though?
Wait, I always look like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form.
The police station's also part of her work area, though, whenever arrests are made for her cases.
Yes, it's noir. It's been noir the whole time.
I've brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
Makoto Akechi, one of the blonde idiots. No.
We got no business with the cops, right? This might be the metaverse, but I don't want to go in a station.
That reminds me. He'll need a codename, too.
Codename?
Phantom Thieves can't go around using the real names, right? It ain't cool either.
Just for reference, what is everyone else's?
Yeah, just call him Pancakes. Yeah, perfect.
Skull.
Mine's Fox.
We pretty much decided on them with how we look, didn't we?
What is it, Haru?
Oh, it's nothing.
Then perhaps Karasu will be best for me. You know, like a raven.
Are your clothes all black or something?
The reverse, actually. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be better?
Cool, Akechi have this safe word, yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, I know. Oh yeah, I can see it up there. Yeah. Noir or rouge.
Karasu. He'd be the only Japanese-sounding one.
I mean, if Fox was called Inari, then not necessarily, but
Why not go with Crow instead?
bet Akechi would look good in a black outfit. Well,
All right. From here on out, you're Crow.
Got it.
maybe.
Now then, let's head into the courthouse.
And cue the greatest music of the game.
Now then,
This is business as usual. First off, we'll need to find an infiltration route. Okay. Let's see who we got in here. So, we need to put Akechi in. And we're gonna keep Makoto. Which means that we can only put one more person in. Put Akechi in the Starlight, okay. We'll go Mementos first, I get Futaba Max before you come in. Okay. It's so damn good. Right, who am I putting in as number 4? Who am I putting in as number 4, guys? Ryuji? I'm cat jamming, yes. I think everyone should be cat jamming. Just physically just going. It's too good. Anyone bar Morgana, you think so? I mean, would it be good to have like... Well, no, Makoto's got Healy stuff though, don't she? So... I mean, she's got media armor. So yeah, she's got Healy. And of course she's a Nat. We have a Nat here. Okay, maybe we could put Ryuji in, I suppose. We haven't used Ryuji in so damn long, have we? So... And he's obviously maxed out because we have Satan Taisei. Okay. Alright, we'll go with that. And we shall put Takechi in the outfit then. Whip. Is it worth giving him anything else? Just leave everything? He has a Lumina Saber and he has Mobius. A black necktie and a formal shirt. Red suit. Wait, go back to Ryuji skills? Team glasses, no! No, I know I'm hurting for money, but no team glasses. Right, Starlight outfit for Akechi. Let's see it. Oh, we can't see it yet, can we? Rip. DBZ called they want their model back with that persona. Go back to Ryuji skills. Okay, I will go back to Ryuji skills. Oh yeah, of course I need to go inside here. Oh yeah, why has he got a shock boost on? Huh? Why do he have... What? Okay, well I can change his accessory. I can change his accessory at least. Okay, he's got like double shock. Oh my God. Double shock boost. I thought you didn't have evade wind. I do have evade wind. I do have evade wind. I swear to God I got evade wind. Somewhere. Maybe? Maybe? Oh yeah, dodge wind. We have windproof choker, yeah. So I guess we could put that on. Yeah. Yeah, double shock boost. I don't think it's gonna do anything. Yeah, we could put windproof choke on him. Unless we think something else is gonna be better, like... Just have that, Ryuji, I guess. Have that. There's nothing downstairs, so... Oh. Yeah, we can't go in that way. Evade wind better.
Okay.
Looks like we'll be able to sneak in from here. Ah, there we go.
So, this means we're acknowledged as a threat, correct?
We now see Starlight Akechi after this. I wonder if shock boost stacks for more chances of landing shock alongside Makoto's trait. Well, I mean, I feel like it wouldn't, because it's essentially the same thing, isn't it? I mean, I don't think it says it can stack. It's not really a stackable skill, I don't think.
Dude, you planning on stealing stuff in that getup?
It just means that's what he thinks a rebel looks like.
Okay, shock bust, it does with the trait, but I mean, I meant in terms of like having, where we had the shock boost accessory, but also Ryuji has shock boost. I mean, that in itself won't stack. Probably. It'll just be one of them. Yeah, yeah.
No. This is my mental image of a person who sticks to their justice.
That's a very long nose for someone who sticks to their justice, and pointy too.
Well, I think your mask is more apt for piercing rather than sticking.
I'm glad that Haru realized. Also, why haven't we unlocked Haru yet? I thought we would have unlocked Haru as a confidant now. Or by now, but we haven't. I want my SP veggies. Hello.
That aside, the people in here look completely normal.
Akechi can now enter fencing matches without a sword. Yeah, he just uses his face. Evade wind doesn't work with dodge. Oh, okay.
But we're in a flashy casino. There's no doubt this is a palace.
Be careful, Akechi, if you trip, you may trip over and stab me in the back. I think if he trips and falls flat on his face, it's gonna... it would just get stuck, wouldn't he? Literally, the mask will just hit it and then he just won't be able to move.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Crow doesn't know too much about cognitive beings, does he?
Ah, yes. In addition to similar topography, cognitive people exist based on the ruler's perceptions.
I'll probably just do this initial bit with the palace and then I'll have to go, guys, anyway.
That probably didn't make much sense because all the fancy terms he was using, huh?
In essence, since these look like real people, Sai-san's view of others is surprisingly undistorted. Considering what I see before me, it's difficult to believe it is not actually a real casino.
Not all cognitions are normal, though. In Futaba and Okumura's palaces, we had to battle them. People may look normal, but we should be careful. Particularly of those in positions of power.
Is this what you have to go through every time?
Pretty much. That's right.
This is a first for me. I'm somewhat nervous.
With Crisis Core, you can pretty OP, gets pretty OP during Chapter 3 and 4. And I'm so looking forward to playing that. I have to claim it. I have to claim it and download it.
Just don't slow us down, Crow.
I will not allow that to happen.
Okay, it's time we head inside. Our deadline for this infiltration is November 20th. Any later and we'll get caught in reality.
I think some of the... Because wasn't it like... Is Materia Fusion just like super busted now? In Crisis Core? Like, I feel like it was kind of meh in OG. But I feel like it might actually be worth doing Materia Fusion now.
Of course, we'll need to secure an infiltration route before we send out the calling card. As always.
So the calling card wasn't merely for show? It's a necessary step?
No. Maruki is not at 9 yet. No, I don't believe so.
Will you please stop interrupting?
My apologies.
November 2nd, it catches back. Okay, that's fine.
Well then, let's go.
That's fine. Yeah, I think Maruki is at like...
I feel somewhat nervous.
Oh my god. Well then, let's begin by securing our route. No. It's got like a furry trim, the furry feathery trim. And a little hat. Yeah, I mean, it's alright.
Focus.
Not bad, not bad. Okay, that was there. Okay, so there's one in the middle. That one was not. Oh no, wait. Shit. That was at the big. Shit. I already failed. I missed treasure right at the start. Boo. Okay, there we go. Gold earrings. Catches a furry confirm. I mean, they're feathers though, right? They look like feathers. Not fur. We need treasure to break the curse of 4 Kilumi. Yes. Yes. I need money. I'm poor. I can't be poor anymore. Okay, we need to get to the middle. How do we get to the middle? Let me into the middle. Wait. How can I... Huh? What? Oh, I missed the point to jump across. It was here. It was at the peak. It was at the peak. Silk yarn. Okay, so there's treasure over there, but can I jump over there? I can. Okay. Another incomplete deck. Hello, can I go through here? No. This is locked.
Indeed.
It won't open. Could it perhaps be blocked from the other side? We should probably try to look for another way through. Is that the last bit of treasure? Looks like it. Okay. A smoked cigar. Oh, hello, open vent. We can't be having the pat. I know, the cat cannot pay for our fare anymore. That was too embarrassing. We experienced that once and no more.
Welcome. Come on out, you petty thieves.
You should put Caesar armband on Futaba. That's DLC stuff though, isn't it? Oh, hi, Sai.
She can see us?
Also, her outfit is just like, what?
You're after the treasure, are you not?
Free DLC. But it's still DLC though.
Come on down and I will tell you where it is.
What? We're not going to fall for a trick like that.
Hey Makoto, do you like your sister's outfit? Also, them crazy tattoos.
It's not a lie. I only wish to do this fair and square. You aren't going to run, are you?
We should do as she says. There is no point in hiding any longer.
Wait, what personas have I got? I haven't even checked. Okay, we have Unicorn, we have Seth, and we have Hellbiker, and we have Rangda. Okay. And everything else was just shit for... Oh god. We don't even need Clotho anymore because we're done with Chihaya now. Oh lord, and we've got stuff for... Oh lord. Okay, I might need to do some like serious kind of like fusing. Get some actual good sonas. Because we are not doing good coming into this palace.
So you've come.
Yes, we still have our busted unicorn. I like how the game DLC is already downloaded on the disc. I mean, you know what my stance on DLC stuff has been since day one of playing this for us, regardless.
The treasure is located on the manager's floor at the highest point of this building.
Why are you telling us this?
It's as I said before. I wish to go about this in the fairest manner possible. First, I ask that you come up to my location. We will continue this there.
She can teleport, that's crazy.
Damn it, over there!
It seems we'll be able to use that elevator to reach higher floors. Come, Joker. Let us pursue her.
Okay then. Frost is determined to get you to DLC, I know.
Let us get after her, Joker.
Okay, I mean, I want to look for treasure first because I am poor. Okay, what's the point of going up here? This was the other side, right? And nothing. Okay. Why? Why let me jump up there if there is nothing? There's nothing to gain from doing so. Treasure! Gimme! Silver monocle! Okay. Okay, there's nothing under here. Treasure! Gimme, gimme, gimme! Condenser lens, okay. Assuming we have to go to the lift, so... No?
Authentication required. Please insert your member's card.
Akechi, honey, can you spot me a couple thousand yen? I'm poor. I know, we're basically a couple. You know, when he came into and he was like, oh, you're back. And I'm like, honey, I'm home. That was
Member's card?
Oh, and he was like, you've been out late again, haven't you?
Perhaps it bears relation to a players' club of sorts.
I can't handle your technical speak. Just give me it straight.
Casinos typically have a membership system called a players' club. Some locations even have areas cordoned off for particular ranks of player. Considering the setup of this place, I thought things may be similar here.
That'll make this shit simple. Come on, let's join this player thingy.
I would agree with you, but...
A shadow!
That's a very, very big champagne glass.
As
Bottle, even.
Registration will not be such a simple matter.
She must be daring us to challenge the security of this place to make it to her.
Here it comes!
Oh, say.
No need to worry. I'll handle this. I need to prove my worth to you, after all.
I have high expectations, sweetie.
I promise to surpass even such lofty hopes as those.
Hello, Robin Hood.
Well then, let us begin. Don't worry, you can leave this one to me. Take them down, Robin Hood! Taste my wrath!
What are you weak to? Well, we have Heavy or Mighty. I love how he's just like bless and curse.
Let's make this
do some curse.
Robin Hood!
No, I'll take it down quick. Block. Block. Okay, how do you feel about Nuke? He resists. Okay. Okay, what about the other one? What about the other one? No chance of blessing Instaco. I very much doubt that will work. Okay, who else do I have? I need to get some better personas for this. How do you feel about fire?
Go down.
You resist. Okay. Ow! The damage? Excuse me? Okay. How do you feel about electric? Did I literally just pick? Should I just have gone for bloody bless from the start? Okay. Well. Okay, how about you just smack it, Makoto? Since you have no fizz skills anymore, how about you just smack him? Oh, that worked. Okay. I would hope that she does decent damage, considering that Frost, you literally got me to fuse Cybele just for the purpose of giving her the weapon. I would hope she smacks things hard. You're not so bad. I mean, and I'm capable of much more. Now then, let us deal with the shadows quickly. Wait, doesn't it sound like we're gonna get ambushed based on what we heard earlier?
You're right.
I agree. I'd like to deal with them as quick as we can. But now that we have an infiltration route, I suggest we return for now and prepare. Very well. I trust your experience and judgment. Let us do that. Yeah, so we literally are just... We're very quick in it. We'll be back, though. We'll be back. Today was truly one surprise after another. I hope we continue to thrive in our work together. Agreed. We will need to explain the steps we take, though. That is unnecessary. First, we secure an infiltration route, then send the calling card, correct? In doing so, the core of the ruler's distorted desires will manifest into a physical form. By taking that core, the change of heart will be triggered. I deduce the steps would be something along those lines. A+. It ain't as easy as it sounds. Don't underestimate this shit. I am not underestimating anything, I assure you. By the way, Nijima-san's shadow seemed really confident. Yes, there's no knowing what may await. Let's continue cautiously. Very well. You will let me know when you enter the palace, yes? Nah. Of course. Perfect. I'll be available at any time you need me. That's enough for now. Let's prepare well for the coming task. Ah yes, my apologies for somewhat derailing this conversation. We'll be counting on you, Akechi. Failure is not an option here. Yes, I'll do my best to live up to all of your expectations.
The crucial moment's finally here. Give it all you've got. Okay.
This is a rare opportunity. Let's steal Nijima's heart. Things have really soured. There's even a bounty on you guys. But I seriously believe the Phantom Thieves are innocent. By the way, I changed up the survey question. It's already up in flames, though. It's a problem for me, too, if people think the Phantom Thieves... Oh, sorry, don't think the Phantom Thieves are heroes. Just try and clear the stigma on your name as soon as you can, okay? I'm counting on you.
So people are turning on us even in his survey? Our popularity is really at an all-time low.
I see. Right, guys. I'm going to have to leave it there for today, I'm afraid. I need to go and do some dinner. Simon is waiting patiently for us to go sort food. Right. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. We'll be back on Tuesday and we'll continue with some more Persona. I'm so glad to be back. Oh God, we're almost at 115 and a half hours. Most of that today was literally just dialogue as well. Just juxtaposition and getting ready for the run up to the palace. But it's fine. We know that it can get really story heavy in places anyway. So it just so happened that this was one of those parts. But we should be in there like tomorrow, the day after, properly But yeah, we still need to do... We definitely need to do mementos at some point. We do need to get the request, though, for Sojiro. Like, we kind of are missing that, even though... Well, that's technically a separate thing, isn't it? So... But we do need to go mementos, yeah. 150 plus hours after cat jamming to Whims of Fate. I know, yes. We're just gonna push that up. What do you mean, nah? That's separate. Okay. Well, I mean, we still need to do the couple that we've got, because we've got like 4. We definitely need to do them, especially since like Futaba's locked. Get Futaba max before we enter. Oh, okay. So literally, can we go in? Are we able to go in on the Sunday? Because yeah, I do actually really need money. The thing is, if we're able to go in tomorrow, it's a Sunday. How much money do I have? We have 6,000. Okay. It's 3,000 for Jazz Club, isn't it? And we do have we got some treasure. Yes, we do have Kawakami. So we need 5k, don't we, for Kawakami? So we have the 5k for Kawakami. After we go in mementos, yeah. And then we could sell what we find in mementos. Yeah, and yeah. And we're gonna be getting more stamps as well. Because obviously we're going to a new area. I can't remember whether I got all the stamps in the current area. I think I might be missing a couple. And also the brand new area is going to have its whole load of stamps still to get. So yeah, there's a potential for more money there. Yes. And we can insta-kill things for money if it's green. So yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, we'll do mementos then. We'll do mementos, and then if there's any interesting Jazz Club stuff, we can obviously have the money to pay for the Jazz Club. So, all right, guys. So that's it for me today. Thank you again so much for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. Yes, it's just the quest for money because I refuse to use DLC accessories and personas. Otherwise, I'd probably be absolutely loaded. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Thank you again for the raid earlier, Wubsy. I know you're not here anymore. But thank you again. And thank you to everyone who stuck around from the raid as well. I appreciate it. It doesn't look like there is actually anyone online, guys. So I'm just going to end. So with that all said, I'll be back on Tuesday, 2 PM for some more Persona 5 roll. Have a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll see you then. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.